taking the definition of judgment and putting it in a bottle and sucking on it every day.
You're gonna be betrayed by someone with 2 R's in their name. And I'm like, Scara, I knew it.
Do you think you could breathe out of your butthole?
Phase up.
Why hate when you could masturbate? That's what I always say.
Welcome
to the
episode 14.
Wow.
Sweden.
You've got to restart. That was crazy.
Hey, for starters, the bit.
The what?
The bit! Welcome to the 14th episode of Sweet and Sour, also known as the QTCinderela episode.
I'm gonna fart on you.
Please do. I'm selling these pants.
We were gonna start with just me on her lap.
Which is so good. And just not mention anything, but she got shy in literally 2 seconds
It's because
flat.
my ass is so fucking
It
fat.
is. Did you know that?
It is so fat.
No. I know she's blinking like, oh, that's so funny, Lily.
I'm absorbing. I'm
No,
watching my
listen.
favorite podcast live.
Literally, like, I'm gonna
Lily
crush
in
her.
high school, that was her brain all the time. She was perpetually insecure about how big her
I
butt
used to wear
was.
long hoodies and like oversized stuff just to cover my ass because I thought it was so fucking big.
Unironically.
Like unironically.
All right. I understand the problem.
You get
I
it,
have
right?
the same problem.
Wait,
Like, that's crazy. We all have the same problem.
one big room full of big booty bitches.
I was trying to wear a dress because Pokey and I were doing girl dinner. And I tried to wear a dress, but the dress was too short just on my butt. Like, it was fine in
Okay.
the front, but my butt gave it too much of a
But
shell.
they need to make dresses longer in the back always.
I love that little area where it's like your thigh ends and your butt starts.
What does that mean?
Okay.
What do you mean you
been
love
a
it?
nasty girl.
No,
nasty.
no. I mean, like, not. Sorry. Can I start reverse? it?
No,
Let's start over.
she meant what she said, and she
You
said
know,
what
like
she
the
meant.
Anna, could you get me a Sharpie and paper, please?
We're about to get a live visual representation of that juicy
I need
little
to show
spot
you.
where the thighs end and the booty begin.
They were snacking before I got here.
Oh yeah, do you want any?
No, I'm gluten free.
Oh, we'll
don't
talk
have-
about
You know what
that.
I'm saying? Like that.
That's
Oh,
that's just booty cheeks.
Yeah, but it's like not the entire booty. It's like this.
oh yes, she's
So you
talking
like
about
the fold?
and the under the fold.
Like, you like seeing
the
it when
above the
people are wearing
fold?
skirts?
Okay, you're making it sound.
I just need to
so
know
much
what you
worse
like.
Than it actually
I don't
is.
understand.
I just like it.
No, to be
In what
honest,
capacity? In what application?
I appreciate it. You know.
Oh, okay.
You
There we
know?
go. That's all I need to know.
I love drawing legs. Like, it's one of my favorite.
that part is
things to
so
draw.
cute.
Right? And I
this
also-
drawing in particular is so cute because it's not nasty. It's just cute.
You know, like that thigh, like.
Okay,
All right.
like Taylor Swift.
Guys, we're getting a new Lily Pichu today. She had a birthday. She was like, I'm mature now.
Like the calf shape. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna start. You're just showing.
I'm selling this on eBay for $500,000 million.
Okay, I'm done.
Lily, what's your take on camel toes?
Oh,
Um,
that's a great question, actually.
Yeah.
I never noticed that actually.
Did you know at one point people were getting injections into their labia?
Because they want
To have
They
fatter
wanted
camel toes? Just
chubby
gain
lips.
weight.
Why is it called camel toe? Does it look like a camel toe?
Yeah,
of,
that's
yeah.
the whole point. But like at one point it was trend. Okay, so at one point it was trendy to have
People were
your
getting
hard
their
nipples.
coochies?
So people were getting like Botox in their nipples, so their nipples stayed hard, so you could see them through t-shirts. But then they just started selling bras with the nipples.
I saw those on
They sell
Skims,
bras
right?
with nipples?
With
Yep.
nipples, yeah.
Holy shit.
And here's the thing, though. That sounds crazy, but actually the nipples are like really perky and it looks good.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
I'm still unsure how I feel about the nipples thing. I think nipples look awesome through shirts, but I'm like, can I do that? Because I want it.
I mean, you can, but you can't do it. Like, that's what's so hard is it's like, okay, I do that, and then I get a picture, and someone puts it on their Instagram story,
I
and then they're
know.
like,
I
Kitty
know.
Cinderella,
You're
their
like-
nipples out. This girl says she doesn't
I
want to
think
be
that's
sexualized,
so
but here's
dope.
her nipples.
I know.
Oh my God.
But also,
It's a bra.
it's like kind of the fucking point. There's this girl that I love. Her name is Quen, and she filmed this video where she was doing like a cooking collab, and she was wearing this beautiful dress.
The yellow one?
bra. Yes. So like nipples out.
Oh, I know.
And then she talked
The
on
Duke
her
Dennis?
IG.
Oh,
Yes.
I know.
She talked on
Quinn, you icon.
Actually, she talked on her IG story and she was like, people kept yelling at me about my nipples, but like, don't you guys understand? The nipples were the accessory because the dress is like, it's almost like turtleneck-ish or like halter
Yeah.
top down. She's like, I can't wear a necklace with it. I couldn't really accessorize any other way. So the nipples were the accessory. And when I thought about it, I was like, you're fucking genius.
Yeah.
What?
You're like Christopher Columbus when he first came to America and he starts encroaching the land slowly and slowly until they have nothing left.
Damn, Christopher Columbus.
Sorry.
No, dude, I've canceled Pokey for a lot of things, but not that one. She is just like Christopher. I'm so happy you said it.
No,
Someone had to.
Sorry.
Someone had to.
Honestly, should we all hold hands and get our labias injected so you can see them through our leggings?
Down. Actually, that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people yap about like camel toe or coochies in leggings and pants or anything. It's like, literally, that's just the genitalia.
Well, people were buying padded underwear too with little
To
labia
cover-
lippies. No, with the lippies.
For me, I'm mainly on the side of the internet where they're trying so hard not to have a camel toe that people will wear like pads, so it's like straight,
yeah,
and
I've
so
seen
that it
that.
can't go. You know.
Do you guys like boobs, ass, or like what kind of part do you? I'm sorry.
Do I like
really-
labia? Is that what you said?
No,
What is this episode? Can
Isn't
we
it
pause for a
confusing?
moment and introduce QTCinderela? You guys all already know her, obviously. She's a streamer extraordinaire.
Ex-Mormon.
She's known ex-Mormon, streamer extraordinaire. And she hosts the most amazing
Streamer award.
events, period.
Oh, yeah,
so
actually
good.
on
Both of you-
Twitch.tv.
Both of you care to come to it. It's so good.
Well,
I need to
I
explain.
will come with my Lily Pichu cutout.
Every consecutive year, Streamer Awards has been in Q1 early in the year, right? So I was preparing to go to that this year. I even had a dress for it and everything. And then I heard, oh, JK, it's December 7th this year. And I'm like, I cannot. By the time this comes out, will this be out? Shit.
It might be. It might have already happened. So happy to be there.
Wow.
I can't
thank you.
believe Sejam won the fighting game streamer of the year.
This will be really
rooting
BM
for
if he didn't
someone.
win.
No, please, I want him to win.
I don't know.
I'm
We'll see.
endorsing him like
We'll see.
Biden endorsed
If you
Kamala
could
Harris.
choose, if you could choose, would you like Katie Heron him? Like, for example, you find out you're the winner. Would you choose to pass it to him?
I don't think he would like that.
Yeah.
I don't think any anyone would like
competitive-
that. No.
yeah, would like
so if
it.
I did win, like legitimately, it's like it's fan voted. Like also people who complain about it, nominate them yourselves, dude. I hate it when I hear like she's not actually a fighting game streamer. How come you didn't nominate this person or that person?
Hilarious when fans complain about a fan
Nominate them
nominated.
next year then if you really are fans of them.
Do you guys know that meme where it's like the guy riding the bike and then he sticks the stick in his own bike and he falls over? It's like that.
No, it's just so much complaining, but you guys didn't nominate
Before
them,
we
so it's like,
continue
whatever,
the
man.
Cinderella
We'll get
episode,
there. There's a lot of complaining to talk about.
Oh yeah, I would just like to take a moment to talk about how beautiful you look literally all the time.
I thought you were gonna
It is stunning. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It stuns me. I also love the dirty blonde. I don't know if
Absolutely.
you've changed it
The lip
since
color,
the
too.
girl dinner episode. It looks so fucking good. Did you re-dye it?
The lip color too.
They're yelling at me.
Did you re-dye it?
Nope. It's
It
just
looks so good like this.
it's just washed out. I don't know, man. I
will not be satisfied in life until QTCinderela abolishes her body dysmorphia. You are literally so beautiful, it pains
Beautiful, it's true.
me. Anyways, I'm done my spiel.
I think
Moving
you know
on.
what I think I
What
have.
was it like being a Mormon? Sorry, go ahead.
I think Lily has some of this too. I think we are chronically cursed with cute.
Huh?
Bitch,
Like,
me too.
No.
I'm baby cute.
It's hard to
Like we can be cute. Can we be sexy?
I see.
Like Amy Poehler. Amy Poehler. Could you ever imagine Amy Poehler or Tina Fey being sexy?
I think we all
No.
have the potential to be sexy.
I don't think I have it.
I would classify you as sexy though. Sometimes
can't
when
be
you
it.
dress up and like do makeup and stuff, like you give sexy aura. Even
I think
now,
you
Are you
have
telling me I'm a
very.
sexy baby?
I love that term.
little
Sexy baby.
Oh my god, thank you. Wait. I just think I'm like chronically cute. Like like you could never see a picture of me and be like, what a fucking hottie. You're just like, she's cute.
I hard disagree.
you really do have body dysmorphia.
Yeah,
What
no.
is happening?
Cutie, you're kooky in the head.
literally.
I don't know what to
listen,
do when someone
you-
says you're crazy because I'm just like, ah.
You
Can't fix
have
it.
sexy features.
You do.
And if you want me to put you in like a little sexy photo shoot, fucking easy.
can't even imagine. Do you want to see one sexy photo?
Please. Why
One
just
time-
one? Why stop at one?
Do you want to hear a funny story? One time for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up, ladies. Get started.
Yeah, December.
I was trying to do that thing. Remember when I was like super into like take boudoir photos and like
Yes, do a boudoir
send them
photo
to your
shoot.
boyfriend? So this is like 10 years ago, and my boyfriend at the time.
This is 10 years ago.
that I did this.
Okay.
So I was a sexy baby.
So this picture is 10 years ago.
Probably.
You looking sexy but in a diaper?
Yeah. I was so sexy baby. And I give it to my ex-boyfriend for Valentine's Day. So I like text him when he's at work. I send him a photo, and every single time his response was like, because I did it at a studio. I took these photos, and every time he'd be like, whose couch is that? And what is that? Who's what? And never once was it like, what a
you look
sexy
good?
baby. Yeah. So it's sad, but
He
it's
was
the only
just
time I've ever taken a
confused?
sexy photo. Yeah, I don't.
Wait, that actually...
What?
I see.
I'm trying to find them. I actually don't know if I have
For
them.
research purposes.
I have a similar incident
Really?
where I also sent someone like a kind of like hot photo. I don't send like those kind of photos, but I sent like a kind of hot, sexy photo. And you know, I'm expecting him to be like, "Oh my God, baby, you look so good." Right?
Yeah.
But he just goes, he was like, "What made you want to do this?"
Right? Yeah.
And then he was like, "You look really good, sweetie. You look incredible. What made you want to do this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What is this inquisitive?"
You could send it to me. I would never say
Really?
that to you.
Ooh.
It was like on Valentine's Day.
I
He was
would
like,
never
why are you
say that
doing
to you.
this? And I was like,
Wait,
Whose couch is that?
Valentine's Day.
Send me your location.
Yeah.
On some level, that's funny though.
I guess.
That's kind of funny.
It's a little depressing.
I took a picture of myself. I thought I looked really good. Mm-hmm. Sent it to my boyfriend at the time, long ago. And they were like, "Oh, you look nice."
That's what they said. See, this is why my
I'm
brain's
gonna
the
look
way it
nice when
is.
I'm fucking leaving your ass.
I'm like, "Oh, okay. I put a lot of effort. Never again."
I used to be young.
M word, if you know what I mean.
Men.
No, actually, Mormonism. So what's that?
Wait, I'm trying to show you
we're
my
really
naked
circling
body.
back to Mormonism.
We'll just do the whole episode.
I actually don't think I have the picture. I lied. I'm not going
I'd love to see at least one. Thank
No.
you. What?
No, we're good.
Come on.
Never mind. I know why he was
It's
upset.
just us. It's just us.
I looked at them again from a different angle, and I realized
One
she
photo.
was being kooky beans.
Kooky
I stole
beans.
that from Pokey.
Thank you. It's
She
not
says it a
stealing, it's
lot.
sharing. I want cookie beans too.
We have merch ideas with
spread across the world.
I've also stole Yippee.
Yippee.
You come up with these weird little like
Our audience loves Yippee.
Stimmies.
Yippee.
I
Should
can't
we
claim
kiss?
Yippee. I can claim cookie,
Cookie
beans a little
beans.
bit. Thank you, thank you,
Should
thank
we
you.
kiss?
all my friends have stolen from me is should I kill myself?
That's funny.
This is so good.
Me, should we kiss? Cutie, should I kiss myself?
What
What's
about
yours?
me? What's me?
You could get hit by a truck any day.
That's true. I do say that a lot.
No, I want a should. Should I? What would
should
you
I?
should? Should we nap? We were looking at Smeagol.
Oh, hear
She
me out.
said, "Hear me out."
Hear me out.
My precious.
So the most recent story of this is Caroline says to me, we're outside of Sabrina Carpenter. She goes, "Cutie, I have to stop hanging out with you." And I was like, "Ugh, offensive." And she was like, I was hanging out with all of my normie friends. And I do the should I kill myself whenever there's a moment of silence. I just go, do you guys think I should kill myself? And everyone's like, what the f-? And I think it's funny.
It's hilarious.
I do think it's funny too.
I've earned it as a badge of honor. I can say it.
Okay.
And so so Caroline is with her normie friends, and they're like all these. It's kind of like a housewives type situation. Like they all like are bougie, da 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 da, in LA, Beverly Hills, you know, something like that is how she's explaining it. She's like, we're in this mansion, and all the girlies go to another room, and we're sitting there in a circle, and it gets an awkward silence. And so I go, do you guys think I should kill myself? And she goes, all of them, none of them laughed. All of them were like concerned, like sat down to have like a little intervention. They were like, are you okay? Like, you shouldn't joke about that. Like,
That's so funny. I do think if I didn't know someone and they said that, I'd be like, But if I know them, I'd be like,
Michael does say, "Please don't kill yourself. You're sexy."
I love that meme.
Yeah.
Haha, you're so sexy.
Don't
You should
kill
kill
yourself.
yourself.
Or sometimes I'll just look at someone and be like, have you thought about it?
It kind of works.
We have.
With your tone of voice.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because they
think
know
so, too.
exactly what I'm
Your
saying.
delivery's so much better.
yeah. If I
I'm
you
just
should-
dry.
Have you tried killing yourself? Like it just sounds like.
Have you tried? It's crazy.
No, what did you say? Should I kill myself? Like it just.
I've
gonna
not
draw
been
hentai.
sure if it's okay to joke about myself. Because, you know, sometimes just the worst thing will happen in a Valorant game and I'll be like, wow, that really made me want to...
Yeah. And you don't feel comfortable making the joke?
I don't know, frankly, if I'll get canceled. So I kind
Wow.
of just go...
You go,
I try
Well-
not to joke about it too, but it's like, I mean, if you've been there, you've been there.
I've been there, baby.
I've been there.
I've been there, so I feel like I got every. It is not
Fair
stolen valor. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Fair enough.
I think that's my cope with everything. Whenever anything horrible happens, I got a call from a friend about kind of, like, long story short, just about something that I would care about that like breaks my heart, and instantly my first beat was like just a joke. Yeah, like that's my first response to absolutely anything, and I don't think that'll ever change.
Do you think that it helps you process whatever's happening, or do you think it helps you compartmentalize
I think
happening?
both.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe gotten too good at it, though, where sometimes I'm just like so far apart from whatever's happening. Like, I'm disassociated, baby.
Yeah.
As soon as I don't like the situation, I'm in fantasy land.
It's interesting because I have a dissociative disorder, and I spent like the last year doing EMDR.
What's that?
It's a type of therapy where you have bilateral stimulation while you do like very almost like recappy like therapy. You're supposed to be in almost a hypnotic state, and they have you go in internally and visit different things and yada yada yada. It's pretty fucked up. I have some like crazy stories from it.
I'd love to hear.
But then you kind of leave the session being very it's not good because you're visiting past trauma in a way that you haven't in literal years.
Yep.
Like I remember
distraught, maybe
just like times where like I don't cry. I'm not an easy crier. Besides recently, I guess. It has this weird ability to put you back in the 14-year-old girl that you were when all your friends went to the theme park without you and they intentionally didn't invite you, right? And like that feeling you had when you were 14, which was so intense and whatever, they put you back in there and you're just sobbing your little heart out. It's pretty good. That's funny.
What is that?
It's a drawing of Cutie saying shake it, and us saying no.
Lily drew Cutie, like proper 6 feet tall, going, should I KMS? And then me and Lily, 2 feet tall chibis, going, no.
No.
I think that's a good take-home gift.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
you are in a session where they bring you back to this moment, this memory that is likely borderline traumatizing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then do they take you through it?
They take you through it. So the whole point, it's called this inner family system. So inside of you is every age you've ever been. And also inside of you is a father figure. Inside of you is a mother figure. Inside of you is a friend to yourself, right? Like, because all of us know how to nurture ourselves and all of us whatever, even though we were probably really bad at nurturing ourselves. So a lot of the time, which is so interesting, you go in there with yourself. It sounds kooky when I say it, but like they're walking you through it and you're just supposed to say your thoughts out loud. And like the most intense one I've ever got is you go in there, they're like picture a black room and you're getting bilateral stimulation, and there's a few ways to do that. Sometimes they'll use a metronome, sometimes they'll have you tap, sometimes
I've seen the tapping.
I get little vibrators. they're these wristbands that go zzz, 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 zzz,
They let you take those home?
yeah. And you know, you go in there and it's dark and they just say, you know, what do you feel first? What do you see first? What do you, and they keep asking questions until you're like, oh, I see a 14-year-old version of myself, or I see this or whatever. And sometimes you can only sit there for a second. It's so intense. Like, and I remember I was in this session where I wasn't really getting anywhere. And then finally this little 6-year-old girl comes in. That's probably the 6-year-old version of myself. And, you know, you're sitting, and it's all in your imagination, of course, but you can kind of see it like a movie. And 6-year-old me goes in, and I'm so dissociated most of the time that even when I'm doing this, I'm not feeling anything, unfortunately. And she goes, okay, update the 6-year-old on your life. So I start updating the 6-year-old on my life. Like, this is what's going on. Flash forward to 20-year-old me. And, you know, I'm like, I lost the 6-year-old. And they say, update the 20-year-old. So I'm like, updating the 20-year-old. Like, this is what happened. This is what happened. Yeah. The 20-year-old me was a girl. Like, you know, 10 years ago, I was a girl that thought I had everything. I thought I had the boy I wanted to marry. I had my mom. I had the apartment that I loved. I lived in the city that I loved. I had this job that I loved, like all these things. And so me, 30-year-old me, is telling that 20-year-old me, I don't have any of that anymore. So the 20-year-old me is yelling at me, calling me all sorts, and like, you failure, you this, you that, whatever. 20-year-old me leaves. 6-year-old me is there. And 6-year-old me just heard all of that. 6-year-old me comes up to me, starts shaking me and says, "What do you mean mom died? How did you let that happen? What do you mean? Where is she?" Da, 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 da. And you're just sitting there and you're like, and then you just have to leave it. But isn't that crazy?
What do you mean leave it?
Like, your session's over.
Girl, they don't, like,
I know.
there's no aftercare?
No, and then you have to go, and then it's Wednesday, and then I have another session on Friday, and then you have to try to get back into it. And so your whole life, I was doing EMDR 2 times a week. My whole life was just reliving trauma on a cycle having one good day.
I could tell that description, or I guess that experience that you went through is probably sort of an inner monologue that you have at times.
Oh, of course.
And, I saw your eyes tear up. I was like, baby, you little sexy baby.
I'm chill.
I know you are very chill.
fine.
But I feel like, shouldn't part of the EMDR be them being like,
You're vegan?
Gluten.
Oh.
gluten-free? We'll get to that too
You're like,
after the Mormonism. Do you have any takeaways from that experience?
My takeaway is that I needed to take a break from it because I wasn't functioning.
From EMDR?
Yeah.
Definitely, because I don't think you should just be revisiting those traumas, or I guess diving deep into the monologues in your brain or the things that a younger version of yourself would say to you now. I think you need to do that, but then also work through it reasonably.
It would be a lot of like...
Because of course, even if little girl you is like shaking you and going like, how could you let that happen? It's like, reasonably, is that a fair thing? Of course
Well,
not.
you're supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to sit there and talk them through it.
Yeah.
Like, and say, like, don't
And kind of
don't worry,
resolve that feeling.
We are still successful, just in a
Yes.
different way. Or
Yes.
we do
And also,
have friends in our
it
life,
wasn't
but they're
in your
different.
hands what exactly happened, yeah.
So you're supposed to sit there and talk through it. But the problem is, and I think a lot of people are this way, every version of myself has always had the same demon. Like, I've always had this really angry part of me that fucking hates me, even when I was 6 years old, even when I was 7. And so when you're talking to that 6-year-old, that's what's coming out. And so it's like, okay, how do we work that out of every single version of myself I've ever been?
Yeah.
Holy shit, we've got a lot of work to do.
Did you feel that?
What?
40-year-old cutie just revisited this memory.
Really?
Yeah.
She was like, you dumb bitch.
This pocket of memory right here, this moment right here.
Oh my God, I would love to be in your EMDR session when you're 40. Hey!
I'm 40
I bet you still look so good.
You know what it's saying? It's probably like, how dare you do that podcast and talk about your mental health because you should be happy because you're rich and you're successful and you stupid. I'm just being the
Hey,
commenters.
40-year-old cutie, how are you doing? We're just your pocket of memory.
We love you now.
We
and
love
we'll
you
love
now.
you then.
Hey, 40-year-old, you should get that same surgery that Lindsay Lohan got.
Bitch, can we talk about
She
that?
looks good.
She looks so good.
When do you turn 40? I'm going to put it on my calendar.
June 6th, 2034.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. How do I go to...
Should I keep myself before that?
Should we do it together?
Yeah. That's a pact,
Oh
everybody.
my God, dab me
That's
up.
how you make them. Everybody find your best friend right now.
I do think about that sometimes.
What?
Actually, I was texting my friend the other day and
You're going to have to mute all of that. Yeah, it's not going to be monetized. Every time it's going to be like, should I?
wait, we should just choose a different word that's not.
Okay.
Should we? No, we'll pick a fun word. My whole
Should I
conversation.
eat sweets right now?
Would you like to?
No, that's the...
Oh, I see. Should I eat sweets? And it's just the Google voice, eat sweets. I was going to say,
Daniel's putting it in your calendar.
my entire conversation with my friend is her making a KMS joke and then me being like, okay, you know when like you're talking to a guy and you're like, I gotta go shower, and they're like, without me?
Yeah.
But she's going KMS and I'm like, without me? So
I
when
will
you say let's do it, I'm like,
Interestingly enough, when I was doing a lot of my EMDR sessions, my comedy writing has never been better.
Why
Because
do
that's
you
when I was
think that
actively
is?
doing stand-up too. This was last year, so I'm like,
Talking about that last podcast.
Yeah.
how usually the funniest person is the most depressed.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, for the record, this isn't going to be a trauma band for band, but I probably could beat most people, respectfully. A lot of people don't know that. This isn't just like, and I like to preface that because you watch a podcast with 3 cute girls and you're like, how could she be sad? I've had some fucked up shit. Like, and I'm not
Let's
saying
talk
that.
about it.
I'm not saying that to be like, but like genuinely, I swear to God, like I'm not just coming from a place of like, and even if you're just depressed because the chemicals in your brain made you that way, that's totally fine. But I always feel like I have this weird thing where I have to like protect myself from the inevitable, like,
People
how dare
who
she
are
be sad?
questioning your feelings,
We have to
or
preface
trying
that
to
every time. Like,
invalidate
Yeah.
your feelings. To be honest, cutie,
You can invalidate
QT has
them.
a long, fascinating history, which frankly,
I got a crazy life, which we'll talk
Yeah.
about. I've been in a cult.
can we?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things I've always wondered about you the most and have been the most
so funny.
interested
Yeah.
in. Please share as you please.
Well, I grew up Mormon, which most people know that from Secret or Secret Wives of Mormon Lives or whatever.
I love that show.
I
What a
will say
banger.
most of those women are not Mormon.
Or maybe you would say like not very much practicing.
They're not
Mormons.
they're not
So what is
practicing
being a Mormon really like?
It is taking the definition of judgment and putting it in a bottle and sucking on it every day.
A baby
Yeah.
bottle,
A baby
maybe?
bottle.
A baby bottle?
It's very like, I remember Gordon B. Hinckley when I was 8 years old. He was the prophet of the church.
Sorry,
And-
could you tell me what the prophet of a church
Right,
means
okay, sorry.
exactly? Because
How do I
typically
break
in
it down?
most other religions,
Yeah.
a prophet is like someone who lived 5,000 years ago.
So the Mormon prophet is the closest person to God. So the Mormon
Who
prophet,
is alive.
yeah,
Oh, so they are a real
yeah,
person.
they have the direct line.
Got it. Oh my
What's
God, they
the-
got God on speed dial.
Yeah,
What's the job application like that?
it's
can I
mostly.
apply?
I'm not trying to be offensive.
Connections.
If you are Mormon, I'm not trying to be offensive, but it is stereotypically a bit of
Nepotism?
seniority based.
Nepotism?
It seems, yeah, like the longest.
And
essentially,
who's been there long?
yeah, there's
I see.
the prophet, and then he has 2 counselors, and then there's the 12 apostles, and then there's the quorum of the 40, I think.
So
like,
if you stay
And these
in
are
the-
all real people.
yes,
Got
these
it.
are all men.
Any girly pops?
No, because there's a patriarchal system in the Mormon church. Like,
Oh, I'm so surprised.
Only men can carry the priesthood, and the priesthood is a way to bless people directly from God, but only men can carry it.
Why only men? That doesn't seem very fair.
Well, God was a man, so
Wait, God was a
Well,
man?
I thought,
Yeah.
how is God? Sorry.
God is a girl.
God is a
whatever you
woman.
are.
No, I just always thought
Believe
God
it.
was this like,
God
God is not a person, so how could he be a man?
is a deity.
But
No.
of course, everybody has every person
Wait,
depending
God
on
is
what
a
you
man?
believe in.
God has like male, like,
he's a boy.
oh, he's a boy?
Yeah.
Damn.
God has a pee-pee.
Is there a God that's like a
Ain't no
woman?
way.
I'd like to believe in her.
I don't know. I mean,
baby.
Beyonce.
Beyonce's pretty close.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get close, I'd consider her a prophet.
Yeah.
I also want to add, no shade, no judgment to anyone who believes in any religion, in anything.
Yeah, as long as you're not hurting other people, it's whatever.
It also is the type of Mormon you are. So obviously, Secret Lives of Housewives, they're very
More like modern,
lenient.
casual.
Yeah, but
woman.
that's not the typical in like not normal.
So
sorry.
what was your experience like?
Mine was very traditional, judgmental, strict Mormonism. Church every Sunday. You had to wear modest clothes. So you can't do V-neck. You can't do anything shorter than your kneecap. You can't do tank tops. And what I was saying is, when I was 8 years old, Gordon B. Hinckley was the prophet, and he came out during one of the general conferences. So they'd have conference every.
For a second, I thought you were saying like he came out.
No,
as
that'd be
like gay.
sick.
I'd be like, "Ah."
No. He's like, by the way, gay as hell.
Yeah.
He came out and he was like, hey, you can't wear flip-flops to church. This is God's day. Like, and I remember thinking, like, like he came out to say that, which is so interesting. Like, if you're going to the church on the Sunday, you need to dress for the Sabbath, is what they'd always say. So you have to wear your best clothes for God. And we grew up broke. I grew up very poor. And we wore flip-flops to church. And I remember specifically after Gordon B. Hinckley came out with that, like, I remember going to like Walmart or Payless and my mom buying some clearance shoes for us because we needed church shoes, and going to church. And I remember I was in church and there was a little girl next to me that was still wearing flip-flops. And I remember judging her at like 8 years old and being like, how, and just feeling so nasty. But that's what Mormonism really sets you up to do. Like, when I was like 10 and I found out that one of my cousins drank alcohol, I was like, oh my God, he's going to hell. And that it's like this weird, I can't even explain it. And I think only Mormons get it. It's this weird, like, punch in the gut of judgment where, like, even I can empathize when my family finds out about things that I do. I know they feel that because it's just, it's so ingrained in you in the church, and it's just bizarro.
like an incessant need to, like, you gotta fit in. Otherwise
Yeah,
you'll be
it's
judged
keeping
and
up with the Joneses
cast
times
aside.
100.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's just Mormonism. I do feel like your experience was definitely probably more extreme than other religions.
Yeah.
But I also grew up semi-religious, and that was the primary takeaway I had from, frankly, like organized religions, or even like groups of people who would go to church or mosque or anything together.
Yeah.
You could tell there was this underlying tone of judgment.
Yeah, love one another
And they're-
unless they're gay.
No,
Like-
and always gossiping about, did you hear this person's
Yeah.
kid did X, Y, Z? And the thing is, don't most religions preach not judging others?
yeah, love thy neighbor.
But at the end of the day, it's really, it's almost like an ego play
Yeah.
of like putting someone down, pointing out their sins to feel better about yourself.
I mean, it's
all the
definitely a
time.
lot. It's the human brain is wired to not
Yeah.
be. It's actually, I mean, it is wired to be functioning. However, a lot of the reason that people project so much is because it's a coping mechanism. So I'm Mormon, you're Mormon. I never feel like I'm good enough. I never feel like I'm good enough. Ooh. But I heard Pokey
person
had
did
some
this.
wine over the weekend. She's worse than me. And the more I
And then I feel
reiterate that,
better
the
about
better I
myself.
feel. And my brain loves that. And so I'm going to keep finding ways to feel better about myself because, I mean, Mormonism does make sure that you never feel good enough.
I feel like that kind of mentality is so common, Mormonism or not. Like
Yeah.
projection.
Yeah.
Like when I read something or I get this comment or whatever, I'm like, you are 1000% projecting and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
Random tangent that what you just said reminded me of. When I was in middle school, I was friends with a very popular girl named Hillary, which is like such a classic Hillary, like such a classic
Hillary? Yeah, mean
popular girl name.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a
And
beautiful name, actually.
You remind me of her, not in your personality, but in how pretty you are. She was also, she was just like a pretty blonde.
Hey, I appreciate that you're complimenting her a lot.
You're the prettiest.
Okay, I just want to make sure like I'm still pretty to you too. Okay, thank you.
Anyways, so
No, that was a bit. Cutie, I swear to God, that was a bit.
I can kiss you too if you'd
Mean
like.
Girls. Mean Girl alert. Just kidding.
It was a bit from the last episode where you were talking about, if I had another friend, would you get jealous?
No. It's cool. It's cool.
In comedy, that's
No, don't worry.
callback.
I'll just-
Okay, guys, can we talk about Hillary? She might be listening.
Hillary Clinton,
Hey,
So-
Hillary.
I thought you were a Trump supporter.
Hillary Duff.
Get the bit
No,
back.
we need to kill that meme.
So one day, okay, Hillary was always really nice
Okay.
to me, but she was really mean to others. And one day, I saw her actively bullying someone. And I was like, I've heard of you doing this, but I've never actually seen it. So I turned to her and I'm like, again, we're in the 7th grade. And I'm like, why are you treating them that way? Like, that's weird. I didn't give a fuck if she was popular or not. I was like, cringe.
Yeah.
Bullying is cringe. She turns to me and she goes, yeah, I put other people down because it makes me feel better about myself.
Damn, she's honest.
At
honestly,
12 is
at 12,
crazy.
that's some
At
crazy
least
self-awareness.
yeah.
And I've never forgotten it. And honestly, I think it's one of the reasons that I deal with online hate really well, because I'm like, you guys are just being like middle school Hillary.
It's never about you.
And I
yeah.
hope you grow out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of them don't.
But when you can break free from that judgment, you can actually connect with others.
Yes.
It's like, bro, we're all human. We're all going to sin in some way. We're all going to
It's
fuck up
empathy.
in some way.
Yeah, no, I
and honestly, like, you become so much more compassionate for yourself once you can apply that compassion for others.
Yeah.
Maybe they had wine. Maybe they
RT.
drank. Maybe they did whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Maybe they're going through it. Maybe they're
We're all
not. I don't
human.
know.
It's a bit of a funky system. When you're a kid, you as soon as you hit puberty, they start separating you by sex. So you go to church and you go to young women's. And it takes up a lot of your time. So I remember, church on Sundays, family home evening on Mondays, and that's where you usually have a lesson and a game night and a treat, which is good. I mean, the church
fun.
does have a lot of good fundamentals where it's like spend time with family and like
Very community-based,
yeah,
at
very
least.
community based, which I think is a good thing. You do family home evening, you read scripture together. Tuesday is young women's, so you go to young women's with everyone from church, and you usually we would learn how to like sew and like prepare stuff for our husbands in the
I wish
future.
I knew how to
like
sew.
I remember we wrote letters to our future self and like picked out our baby names, and like it's very
Have you ever done letters to like your future self? I'm pretty sure I wrote multiple letters to future friends or myself or whatever, and it's coming in like the next few years. I'm kind of scared. I did. one
Wait,
with
that's
my
exciting.
past boyfriend or whatever, and
How is it going to come back? Like online?
email. You can do it.
Oh.
We should do it
I've seen those. I
now.
think I might have
On your
forgot.
40th birthday.
Write an
don't
email
wanna
to
know.
yourself for your 40th birthday.
whatever will come, I'll be disappointed. I'll be like,
Hope
"Oh,
you're alive,
No.
Smiley.
Well, write to you and you write to us.
Oh,
It's to your
Oh,
friends.
wait, that's cute.
It's
That's
adorable. I'm
I
like,
hope you died.
Can we die together? Question mark.
A lot of death
You
jokes.
get the email. You're like, whoa.
Anyways, back to your Mormon schedule. Is
Sorry.
it an every day
No.
of the week thing?
Life is precious.
There's like a few days off, but it was pretty, and then once you're in high school, you have seminary.
What's seminary?
Seminary is
It's a seminar, but with a Y.
idiot.
Dumbass.
It's a class you would take. So like normally you'd take a free period in school.
Yes.
But you would take seminary, which is
Bible study.
for
I had Bible study.
for Mormons. Yeah.
For Mormons.
Guys, I went to public school. What the
it was
fuck is this?
it was public. It was just a class you would choose.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
no, I didn't get that.
And it's a
one.
little building off of campus. You'd go to it, but then you'd have to make up because you need the credits to graduate. So then you'd have to do a packet to make up for another class that you didn't take, so you could take seminary.
What?
Yeah.
So you're doing church work and you have more schoolwork because you're doing church work during schoolwork hours?
Yep.
God damn.
That's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
And then on Wednesdays in like junior high and high school. So once you're 12, you can start doing baptisms for the dead.
Of course, you have to do it when you're 12, of course.
What
No
do you-
more nor less.
What do you mean by baptisms for the... I thought you only baptized like little babies. Little 16
Oh, no, we don't.
babies.
No, in Mormonism, you get baptized when you're 8. So you can be baptized once. You get baptized when you're 8.
Is there water involved?
Yeah.
Oh.
Were you baptized?
No.
I was.
So when you're 8, they be dunking you?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, you get like
Because
a
like when you're a
party.
baby, it's a little bit easier. Bloop. But when you're 8, like you're kind of grown. So
Well,
is it
a
like
man
in a
gets
pool?
in there with you, and it's
Sorry. Where?
because a man has to baptize you because he has the priesthood.
Because he has the priesthood.
Yeah. So he gets in with you.
So are you in a pool?
You're in like a baptismal font.
I kind
Is
of like
what
the
it's
sound
called?
of that.
I don't
Like
know.
Helvetica?
Baptismal
Like a
font.
fountain?
Oh.
Yeah, fountain is probably what it's short for.
Okay.
And then they baptize you when you're 8. And then when you're 12, you can do baptisms for the dead. You have to get your temple recommend. And you have a meeting with the bishop. So the bishop is usually, the hierarchy is you have your, this is so confusing. You have your church that you go to, and each, you have your ward. So I was in 10th ward or whatever. And I would show up, and you have a bishop and a first and second counselor in that church. But then all those wards are under a different group that's called your stake. And then you have the stake president and his first and second counselors. And then next is like the district, and then the quorum, and then the apostles, and then the
Kind of
prophet.
sounds like an RPG skill tree thing, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
It was sounding to me like, what's that movie where they're like, I volunteer as tribute?
Hunger Games.
It sounds
Yeah.
like Hunger Games to me.
It's a lot.
With the districts.
It's a lot. And then you sit down with your bishop when you're 12, and he asks you if you've ever had sex. And you're like,
At 12?
yeah.
Why?
Well, they do it when you're 8 too, before you get baptized, because
They ask you at 8 if you've...
if you've
Sorry
ever
for
done
yelling.
drugs or had sex when you're alone with like a 40-year-old man. They just ask you this. Yeah.
Yucky.
Yeah.
I also feel like that's a very inappropriate thing for a 40-year-old to ask
Yeah.
any child.
Yeah. And they'll
Just
do it. They'll be
personal
like, have you ever
opinion,
had
though.
sexual relations? And you don't even like know that word. They might have changed. I mean, for the record, I'm 30. They maybe they've nerfed it a little bit.
God,
I don't
hope
know.
so. Added some patch notes
Yeah,
to
there's been
Mormonism.
some DLCs and
Love
stuff. Like,
that.
I know there's been some DLCs because they're not as racist as they used to be, which is huge.
Agreed. That's been my biggest takeaway from watching Mormon shows. How
Everybody's white.
no, not just that, but like the people of color, I feel like they have such inner conflict.
Oh my God,
Because they're
absolutely.
so devoted to a faith that might have certain segregational tendencies or
Black men couldn't even have the priesthood that the rest of the men can have until like the 80s. They just couldn't.
that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
to
needed
me.
a DLC. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Anyways.
Yeah, so it just happens. But I remember specifically, like I'm 8 years old, and I'm sitting before my baptism with the bishop, and he's like asking me these questions, and this is
And you're like, what's cocaine?
yeah, and he's like, have you done any drugs? Do you swear? Do you pay your tithing? Because you also have to pay your tithing,
I
which
thought you
is
could say pay your taxes. What's a tithing?
10%
10%
of your yeah.
income or whatever has to go to God every week.
So my babysitting money, I'd give 10% to to God.
Not the babysitting
Yeah.
money. I mean, I
My
understand.
lemonade stand money, I'd be like
Wait, to God though?
to the church.
To church.
I
Which is
believe
the house of God.
I believe in Islam, they have something where a certain portion of your income has to go to charity, which I'm like, you know what? That kind of cooked.
I will say the Mormon church they use the
Utilizes
money
their
for a lot
well?
of things,
Okay.
but they do a lot of charity, which I
that's
can
good.
appreciate. The Mormon church, I mean, obviously they build temples and all sorts of stuff that isn't necessarily charity, but even inside of those, sometimes there's charity work. I mean, I don't think there's any, like, they do a lot of good with the money too. So it's this weird kind of, it's just weird, man. It's just a mind fuck. Like, I don't know. And majority of my family is all still Mormon.
Oh, interesting.
What was the weirdest thing about being a Mormon, or certain moments where you were like, this doesn't quite feel right?
I remember like that judgment thing. I remember I got bullied a lot in school because I wouldn't get invited to parties because I was like the Mormon girl.
So your other friends weren't also Mormon?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then
I'm so sorry to hear that. That must feel very, very, very othering.
yeah, it would
And
be
it's
like
tough because you're choosing between being judged and being judged and excluded.
exactly. And they would be like, "Oh yeah, we didn't want you to come because like they would like drink or whatever, you know." And they're like, "We didn't want to be judged for drinking." I'm like, "I wasn't going to judge you.
Yeah, I was just gonna hang out.
I just wanted to hang out. Like I just want to be invited."
Yeah.
But instead I just want to be invited, and it kind of sucked. But there's a lot of it. Like you'd go to girls' camp in the summer twice, and that and usually at girls' camp you would sit there and again you would learn a lot of homemaking skills. And this is my favorite. There's lots of fun girls' camp songs, and we would do this one that everyone always loves. This it would go Mormon, 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 Mormon. I love my Mormon boy. He is my pride and joy. He knows everything from Alma and on. Hey, someday I'll be his wife. We'll have eternal life. Oh, how I love my Mormon boy. Cute.
That's so cute.
Those lyrics really spoke with me.
Yeah. So there's lots of songs like that, which
Michael's
were fun.
Mormon, so
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
You should join the Mormon church.
Mormon, 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 Mormon.
But yeah, it was, I mean, the biggest like conflicts I ever had was genuinely with my family. That's been the hardest like hurdle to deal with.
Like back in the day, or since?
Even now,
being less-
it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I remember right before COVID, I was on stream yapping my little face off, and I was telling like my virginity story, and I was like, "This is how I lost my virginity," and I'm dramatizing
Which
it
we'd love
the
to
viewers
hear.
are there
Because
and they're eating
I'm
it
not
up.
gonna lie, in regards to Mormonism, I feel like I remember seeing or hearing something. I could be completely wrong. Something about you having some condition.
Vaginismus.
That.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Vegemite?
Please, educate us.
Vaginismus is
That's
usually
such a fun vaginismus.
I know it's like Christmas.
Fitting.
It's usually triggered by someone who's had sexual assault or years and years of being told that sex is bad. It's a mental block that
I
you
heard
literally
about
can't
this.
like, and essentially your vagina just is always spasming freaking closed. That's how
Like
fucked up you are.
always?
Yeah, like it's just, and so your muscle is so tight that you just can't have sex.
I just did a Kegel.
Yeah. You can't put a tampon up there. You can't put anything up there. It just hurts way too bad. It's too
like
tight.
bad.
Yeah.
Tight.
So I had to
Almost like hemorrhoids.
What?
well, that's different.
No, let me explain. Because I think if you do that too much with your butt, you get hemorrhoids.
Really?
Yeah, that's why if you sit too much, even in Valorant, you know when you're clutching up and like you're clenched?
Clench.
If you do that too much, you can develop hemorrhoids.
You are all now aware.
Of your butthole.
Of your butt. No, because your butthole is so clenched and the veins just...
You know what I used to do when I would get high? I used to be a bit of a pothead, and I would go to people.
When did you have a pothead phase?
Oh, I've had so many phases. I've been
So
through
sad I
every
missed
phase of
it.
life.
love that.
But I'd go to people and I'd be like, "Do you think you could breathe out of your butthole?" And if you're high and you hear that, all of a sudden you're like, like you start really hyper fixating on your butthole. and it
Can
was always
you
really-
breathe out of your butthole?
And the thing is, if you breathe at the same time as you
You
know,
can you
feel
start,
like you
yeah. And when you're high, you're like,
I'm oxygenating
no.
my butt.
yeah. So
Okay,
that's
please
always a
tell
fun
us
one.
more about your vaginism.
Oh, so vaginismus.
Vaginismus.
You have to buy dilators. So I remember I got this like trauma notebook, and I went to a cognitive behavioral therapist, and
Aw.
you get dilators.
We love CBT.
And you'd put these dilators in, and you would leave them in for like 10 minutes, and then after a week you'd work up to a bigger one, and like I'm not kidding you, like the size of a pinky, and then bigger, and sometimes it still flares up. Like to this day, like I'm 30 and I have to, like, it hurts like hell, so I have to go back and Yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad,
Wow.
but
That is very
it
sad.
happens.
But also interesting,
even-
and something that I think should be talked about more, because I'm sure there are people who might have no idea that they have this condition.
Yeah.
And also just goes to show why we shouldn't be demonizing something that is frankly very
it's-
natural.
it's all- well, that's why even in Secret Lives of Mormon Wives or whatever, they when they talk about sex, it's very taboo. Like it's
Yeah.
incredibly taboo. So I was
It's
on
like,
my
where
stream.
do babies come from? Come on.
Exactly. And one of the things with
The
Mormonism is trying to procreate as much as possible.
What?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, in Mormonism, you were taught to procreate and replenish the earth because we need to replenish
Sorry.
the earth ever
Isn't
since
there
Noah's
an
flood.
overpopulation problem?
No, not well. The real grand scheme of things is the more Mormon babies you have, the more Mormons are in the
Mormons
church, the
are-
more Mormon
of
babies they
course,
have.
of
Blah, 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 blah. You know, it keeps things going. But because the world, you know, everything went depleted when Noah got the ship when the earth was in a flood, we have to repopulate it. The Mormons do.
Sounds like an epic D&D story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your commentary is so funny.
But I'm on stream.
Vaginism.
talking about
Vaginismus. Vaginismus.
I'm talking about losing my virginity.
Sorry. Yes, losing your virginity.
I'm so sorry.
And my sister-in-law is watching.
Wait, tell us the story first, and then tell us the sister-in-law.
Wait,
No, that is the story.
this is the story.
Oh, well, this is
This is vaginismus.
no. Okay.
Tell us the story, and then tell us the
Well, this
family
is
reaction.
this is still about Mormonism. The story is whatever. Like we'll get there later
Oh, why not get
because
there
the
now?
story is a separate thing.
I think that the point is
This isn't the point of the story.
Fine.
The point of the story is that I was on stream. I was talking about virginity, how I lost it. Just trying. You know, viewers are going up. I'm like, woohoo.
Literally.
And then I get a text the next day from my sister-in-law saying she watched the stream and how Mormons are, the Goss train goes. And so now I know my whole family knows I'm not a virgin, even though I'm like 25 at the time or some shit. I don't remember.
Bro.
And, you know, but Mormonism is very much so head in sand. I'd rather not know than know because once I know, I have to judge.
I think all religions are
Yeah.
like that, truly.
And so it was like this weird thing where I didn't see my family for like a year because I felt
Because you
so
had
judged.
sex?
Yeah.
Your entire family?
Yeah.
The entire thing?
Yeah.
Did anyone talk to you? Was there any
Not really.
conversation
No,
about,
it
like,
was just ever since.
It was just an awkward distance?
Yeah, like ooh, she's tainted.
Don't ask, don't tell?
Yeah, a little bit.
And you know, that's in a way one of the tools that they use to kind of like keep you in line.
And
like
I
the
don't think they
stonewalling a
meant
little
it
bit.
like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
unintentionally.
yeah. But it happened, and this is after like my mom passed away, so this is like I'm just all alone, and it was
that's
just
terrible.
it was rough, but it's okay. And that's what happens when you leave the church too, because like at that point they were very sure that I had left the church. Obviously, there's always been the no, she hasn't left. But at that point, like they're like, oh yeah, she's gone. So
Is Mormonism the one where you have to like send in a letter
Yeah.
to leave the church? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Did you send in a letter?
yeah, but I never got confirmation, so I don't know.
When did you decide to send in the letter?
When they outlawed, you couldn't be gay and be Mormon. They said it was against the rules to be gay and Mormon, and that kids of gay people could not be baptized. And so I'm like, wow, you're
What
even
do the
blaming
kids even have to do with
exactly.
it?
So it was this whole thing. There was lots of
Respectful,
marches and stuff like that.
respectful.
And so that's when I sent in my letter. But I don't know if I never got any confirmation or anything. So for all I know, I'm still a part of the church, which maybe it is real. Maybe the second coming is in Missouri. Who knows? But
That's so funny.
yeah.
Do you ever have thoughts about Mormonism or God, or do you have any almost like leftover spiritual sentiments? Did you ever believe in God? Do you now maybe believe in a different God, or are you just kind of like over any type of religious sentiment whatsoever?
This is a little dark, but ever since my mom died, I don't believe in shit. Because
No, that's understandable.
there's no way.
A kind and just God would take your mom away.
Exactly. There's no reason for all that.
There's also so many
There's
like,
no fucking reason. There's so many worse people.
atrocities going
Yeah.
on in the world, and it's hard to imagine that a kind and just God would
Yeah.
let that happen.
Yeah. So it was just
agree.
like, because I remember, you always hear these stories about like, oh, this miracle happened. And I remember the night my mom was like in the ICU just going home, and I prayed my little fucking heart out.
Oh,
You know, and I was like, on my knees, like begging, screaming, crying prayers, and then you get the phone call that her heart stopped the next day, and you're like, no,
Nah,
Not
no,
for
that
me.
would kill it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would kill
I'm
it.
so sorry.
Yeah.
she's chill. She's chilling, like as much as chill as you can be. She's pretty chill, so
she might be chilling.
she might be chilling.
She's
so.
chilling.
And that was another thing that made me incredibly bitter is everybody, like I don't remember much of the funeral. I've blocked out. I don't even remember how I got to the funeral. I don't remember how I got to the hospital the next day. I don't remember any of it. But I do, a lot of people, and they'll still do it. They'll be like, oh, you'll feel her presence around you. No, I fucking won't. I haven't felt it one goddamn time. Like, go fuck yourself.
The way you said that, perfect delivery. You're gonna feel her presence.
It's just like, no, I haven't. So like, thanks for getting my
You
hopes up.
probably feel
right?
like something is missing, not something is
Yeah,
there.
exactly. And I know everyone's different. I know people
Yeah.
have these stories where, you know, they're beautiful but like, go fuck yourself, because I want that. Like, I want that. And so it's just like one of those things that I do remember after she died, I had this I've always had really bad anxiety, and I had this globus sensation in my throat. It was this big, it felt like almost someone was behind you with their thumbs on your throat, to the point.
Well, I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah,
actually.
I went to speech therapy. I got an endoscopy done. I got x-rays. I got all this stuff. And I was just so convinced. And I'm at yoga one day. And I just, at the end of the session, I just start crying. And the teacher comes over to me and she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I had this lump in my throat and I'm just exhausted. Like, I can't get it to go away. I can't sleep. I can't, like, it drives me crazy. And she goes, have you lost someone in your life recently? And I was like,
Aww. How'd you know?
I was like, yeah. And she's like, that happens when you lose that communication. Like, you have all these things. Because I used to talk to my mom. She was the most, yeah. She was the most
so
alive person in my
interesting.
life ever.
The lump
Like,
in your
every
throat,
day, multiple
like you
times a
wanna
day.
Say something, but
Yeah.
you can't.
So she was like, on your drive home, pick up your phone and talk to her. And I looked at her like,
You cookie bean.
and she was like, no, just pretend. And I remember that I did it, and I was like, this is stupid. And I was like, hey mom, this is dumb. But then I start crying and I start like everything, and I get home and the next day it was gone. So
So sweet.
That's
least
a
there's that.
beautiful
That's
story.
a very nice story.
Thank you for
oh,
sharing.
you're welcome.
No, seriously, that's fascinating.
I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe
Someone needs to
try
put
it.
that on Google. Deadass.
Yeah, I mean, it's apparently a thing with Eastern medicine, because she was like all into that. I don't know. I don't freaking know, but
Fascinating.
yeah.
Felt like if I lose someone, right, I would want to feel like, you know, when people say you feel their presence and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
After my grandma passed, I didn't believe in that. But a fortune teller came up to me in the streets and they're like, you've lost your grandma recently. And your grandma told me to tell you something about flowers. I'm like, holy fuck, how did they know? So I started like, that's crazy. And then later I was like looking for an explanation. I had flowers on my jacket, first of all. And then second, I think she comes up to a lot of people my age because it's very likely
It's a
that
50-50
you've
chance,
lost
yeah.
a
That
you lost
grandparent.
someone.
So it kind of like
She was scamming
sucked
you?
that I'm like, oh, I wanted to believe in it so bad.
Okay, extra Emily's next stream. I'm a fortune teller for a day. She just keeps going up to people and she's like, I heard you lost your
She
grandma
would do such a
recently."
great job.
No, it's
She
like
would
it's a
do
I know,
such
it's a-
a
it's a
great
50-50.
job.
But in that moment, because you want to believe in it
And you're
so
vulnerable
much,
and you're grieving,
vulnerable,
yeah.
I wanted to believe in it, and
You're
then
easily manipulated.
and then my friend was like, you know, your jacket has flowers all over it, right? I'm like, oh, you are so right. Holy shit! But how did she know about my grandma? 50-50. Everyone loses
Yeah.
their
I mean,
grandparents.
raise your hand if your
eventually.
grandma's dead. Yeah, we got most of us. Most of us in this.
We have the same
goes,
grandma.
We have the same grandma.
That's crazy. That's
Literally.
fucking. You guys have the same grandma?
We have the same grandma. It's funny. I've gotten my fortune read too because I want to believe in stuff like that.
And?
Once. Oh bullshit.
They didn't cook at all.
They were like, you're gonna be betrayed by someone with 2 R's in their name, and I'm like, fucking Skara. I knew it. Skara, I'm watching you.
I kept thinking, who has 2 R's in their name? Like, that's
Skara.
rare.
Scar's a rap
Skara.
bitch.
And what? Great soundbite.
They also said I was gonna get like, what, twins or something?
You could.
Oh my god, I've been waiting to hear that for so long.
Yeah, name one of them Pokey.
Congratulations.
And the other Maine.
Ooh,
Decent.
decent names. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about baby names? Like hypothetical child?
I refuse to talk
Alright.
about this.
Okay.
Why?
Because then there's people that'll come to your chat and I'm like, yeah, maybe anytime soon you're gonna name
Yeah,
it
we're gonna have to
Genevieve.
blur that name.
And you're like,
Frick
Name
that.
it what?
like, I'm just saying, and whatever name you say, they'll start, and it's just like,
Oh.
I'm so tired of women being defined by their reproductive choices.
Yes.
Are you pregnant? Are you having a baby? What are you doing? When are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna?
Bro, since I was, I
get
kid
it.
you not,
I get it.
18, every single time I have an announcement, someone's like, "You're
Oh, she's
pregnant?"
And,
Bro.
We were more than our baby making capabilities. There was one time I took
Contrary to popular belief.
I took a picture with Michael, and it was like posed like it was supposed to be an awkward prom photo thing.
But
And
people
thought, it was like,
thought you
oh, it's the announcement. They're like, oh, when's the kid coming? Lily, when are you going to like marry Michael? When are you going to have kids with Michael? I'm like, none of your business. I don't know.
I'm gonna start
Actually, it is your
using.
business. Watch our stream.
I'm gonna start using announcement posts for bad things. I'll be like, big announcement tomorrow, and everyone will get excited. I'll be like, my grandpa died, and then they'll be like, oh, So then they never expect it. Big announcement
tomorrow.
I was
had
sexually
diarrhea.
assaulted
Oh
in
my
Uber.
god.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
you
To
know,
be fair, never mind.
I can make jokes about shit that's happened to
No,
me. That's my one thing. I don't fucking care.
What was it?
I think that makes you a great comedian.
I forgot my train of thought. Sorry.
As per usual.
It's
Did
okay.
you know Lily has ADHD?
I think I do.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Definitely.
You have really nice eyes. Pretty eyes.
Thank you.
It's nice.
I'd love to hear more about.
All my exes liked them too.
Oh.
I'm
That's
just
a
one
bar?
of your exes, I guess. That sounds like a song.
Yeah, everyone at home, text your ex right now. Text them. It's the holiday season. Shoot your shot. Maybe you haven't tried enough. That's my favorite advice to give random people.
I haven't tried enough. I like that.
It
I'm
always
gonna
leads
take
to
that.
drama. Good luck out
Anyways,
there.
I'd love to hear more about your traumatic experiences.
No,
the
I'm
fuck?
chilling. That's all. Just being Mormon. I left the Mormon church.
That's all, folks.
My family is still Mormon. We just kind of don't speak about it. I love them very much though, so I don't listen.
so
And this is
sweet.
the thing. Mormonism makes them happy, and I'll tell you the difference. At my mom's funeral, I sobbed my little heart out. I don't think I've ever cried harder in my life. And I look next to me, and my sister's sitting there, poised, and I said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how are you doing this?" And in her mind, she's so devout. She's a devout Mormon. She said, "I'm gonna see her again someday. Why waste my time remembering her crying?
I feel like,
That must be really fucking nice.
yeah, it's like some people
It's
Yep.
nice.
It works for some.
have a second life, so to speak, waiting for them. But
Yep.
for a lot of us, it's like, this is the only life we get.
Low-key, that's great copium. I
It
will
is.
say.
It is one of the
Pretty
best
good copium.
ways to
Hey,
live your life,
maybe
for
there
sure.
is. None of
I
us
think.
came back and like talked about it, right? So
No
maybe
one knows
there-
for
no
sure.
One knows for sure. Like, absolutely sure.
Oh, yeah? Well, do you think cows have souls?
What do cows have to do with it?
No.
Where do all the cow souls go?
Cow heaven, obviously.
Oh, yeah? So there's different heavens?
Yeah.
What about bugs? You think
Bug
there's bug
heaven.
I think so.
These are obvious questions.
Because, like, if heaven exists, why wouldn't there just be a gajillion of them?
How did heaven come to make itself?
Man,
There's cow heaven, bug heaven, human heaven. Oh no, heaven just for girls. Heaven just for heaven.
no, there's a heaven for girls and a heaven for guys and a heaven where they can meet up.
Oh yeah, like a spa.
Sometimes I get tired of those.
sneaky link heaven.
Spa where you can have a co-ed spa in the middle, but then we
Yes.
all have our separate.
We have the girly pop spot too in heaven.
There's free
In
boba
heaven, we're all lesbian.
You know what's
I'll
great?
say
There's
it.
there's a real spa too that we could just go to. We don't have to wait till we go to heaven.
We could just go to
Well,
spa.
no.
I'm shy though about that.
Really?
In Japan,
I would never get naked
But your
in front of
ass
any of you.
is so fat. Why
I
didn't you
know.
be
Except for in heaven.
Really?
In heaven, we can get naked.
in heaven. We
If
would
it's
have.
real-
Are you guys shy about getting naked?
Check
Yes.
out my heaven fans. I'm getting naked.
I can't wait to see this clipped on Twitter with a steak logo.
Ah,
QTCinderela is starting an OnlyFans, but it's labia only.
And it's filled with filler.
Yeah, it's my Botox filler labia only OnlyFans. Check it out. It's gonna be
I'd
crazy.
subscribe.
It's like 2 pillows down there.
I'd subscribe.
I kind
Thank
of
you.
wish one of our friends had an OnlyFans so then I could support them through it.
Oh,
I wouldn't have to look at anything. I just want to give
Dude,
you
this
money.
girl that I went to high school with started an OnlyFans. 2 seconds I was subscribed. I was like, I gotta see her naked if she wants people to know.
And
She looked beautiful. Breathtaking pussy she had. Yeah.
Oh my god, breathtaking pussy is like that's a line.
crazy.
That's a line.
She had a breath.
I stole that from Slime, I'm pretty sure.
Sit back. So I
And her
can see.
nipples were pierced, so she looked
sorry.
great.
I'm so
She looked
sorry.
good.
We're cuddling so close
I
right now.
have to, otherwise you take up the entire seat and I get
I
pushed off.
have to.
No, I really have to. I'm not enjoying.
Okay,
this anything.
idea.
Yes.
You know the Spice Girls?
Yes.
Okay.
Emma.
Bunton, correct?
Yes.
We
one of them.
start
Spice Girls.
for the holidays
Why just
Girls.
the holidays? Why not just period?
because I don't feel like it otherwise. You get 2 months out of my year.
I cannot.
God damn.
I'm very busy.
No,
She's
We
gone for
sing
3 weeks.
Only holiday songs. And we go door to door. And we sing. Why do you hate it all of a sudden?
Yeah, she doesn't like.
There's
singing.
cute outfits.
Yeah, I don't really. Okay, I'll be there.
I would love. What about a sexy photo shoot with all 3 of us?
Down.
I can't be sad. I
That would
literally
bang.
don't
That's
have
what
it
I
in
think
me.
too.
You don't actually need to do anything. You just need a good photographer who tells
I
you.
bet
what
I have to shave my legs.
Who cares?
I'll shave him for you.
That's what I thought, though.
I'll shave
I
him
have
for
to
you.
do something.
You could. It doesn't.
Oh,
I mean, in regards
Could
to
wear
being
tights.
sexy.
what?
You could also do a sexy photo shoot with hairy legs. We could keep them in. We could Photoshop them out. It's whatever you want.
No.
I can pluck them out by hand for you.
We could.
Okay.
I just don't. Sure, Pokey's in charge of the sexy photo shoot. What are we doing with it when it's done?
Whatever our heart desires.
Hang it up on my wall.
If you want some free engagement, post it. And if you don't,
Sell it on-
send it to Ludwig, who will surely reply.
We're all 3 of us are in it.
No, just
I say pick your favorite.
God, no, I meant your
What do you think he'll
photos.
say?
I imagine his reaction. He'd be why is Lily Pokey there? Like something like that, right? Or something.
Yeah. He'll say Lily's a rotten bitch.
Yeah, he would say that. He calls me a rotten bitch a lot.
He does too.
Cause I don't know.
You're not very
I'm
rotten.
so nice to him too. Me giving him attention is kindness.
Charity work.
Charity work, yeah.
Jinx.
Jinx is dead.
I didn't watch.
I didn't spoil. I just guessed.
Oh.
I haven't watched it either.
No, she's not dead.
Your face is saying she died.
No, she's not. Actually, no. It's like it's not. It's like 30% of it.
So she might die?
She might not.
I think everyone dies at the end. Isn't that the
Everyone
point?
in here's a bitch.
Doesn't everybody die? That's the whole point.
Yeah. Everyone.
Because they said it's the end of the season.
La 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 la.
Okay.
La 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 la.
right.
Isn't there another season?
No,
Whatever.
there's no more
What?
seasons.
That's it.
Everyone's
We
dead.
waited 3 years for 9 episodes and
Yes.
that's it. I'm
livid.
Yeah, no, the animation quality's so nice. You know how long that shit takes?
3 years?
Yeah.
The
That's
animation quality is insane.
But they at the premiere they said this is the last season ever. So
well, they're
everyone's
gonna
dead
make
to me.
more shows.
I don't believe it.
I think so, and I need to audition for it. That's my New Year's resolution.
Let's I have an idea. I'm so bad at voice acting. You're so good at voice acting. We go to the same auditions. They hear mine. They're like, what? And they hear yours higher. We do a wombo combo.
She's there to make you sound better.
Yeah. I'm the Duff.
That sounds like Michael's next video.
I hate that I know what that means.
I think you could be good at voice acting.
I can't.
You have a very like I don't give a fuck sort of like edgy vibe.
They don't need that in a cartoon.
Yes, they do.
They absolutely.
Raven from Teen Titans is like one of the most popular ones.
Yep.
Oh.
Speak on it.
Like
My bad.
Jinx also from Arcane has a very like
No.
I don't care like that kind of.
Wait, you did that really well.
Thank you. I love Ella Purnell. She talked to me once, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I love you, and I love your work, and I love everything you do." And I'm like, "Fuck,
That's so cute. Speaking of the holiday seasons, everybody's favorite award show's coming out.
Yeah, it is.
Speak on it, Queen. Because we know it must be a lot of work,
people complaining."
a lot of drama-rama every damn year.
It is rough.
And if you'd like to start talking about it, I could finish.
Why didn't they nominate the names?
Wow, that's a
You
good.
remember
Yourself.
Leave Britney Alone?
She's popping off, yeah.
I was joking on my stream the other day where I was like, I need to make a clip. Leave QTCinderela alone.
You get a lot of like. I think all the complaints are focused to you because you were the organizer, but a lot of it's like misinformation.
Oh my
and
god, it's just blatant lies 90%
it's
of
just
the time.
lies.
And I'm sitting there
man.
like, remember the salad cat? Like the meme where the cat's like, and like they're like throwing. I feel
did
like
that
the
really
salad
well.
cat half the time. I'm just sitting there, just so.
How?
Yeah, but then like the more you try to explain yourself,
The-
blah blah blah,
yeah.
it's like never ending. It's like fighting like a dam of stuff that's just
The
constantly.
more you
pouring
try to
in.
justify, the more people are like, oh, this is how you get a reaction.
This
out
is
of
the
her.
first year that I've realized. Okay, like every year I learn something about my ability to not kill myself. And the first year, I mean,
title.
the last few years, it's mostly anonymous haters, and they get louder and louder and louder. But this year, it's not as anonymous, and it's fun to see. And I've learned that a lot of people have different standards than me. I try to not tear anyone
No,
down.
I completely agree with you. Once you make it public, you also make it part of the audience's thing as well.
Yeah.
I think it's always best to resolve things privately first.
I think as people who are literally public figures,
Yeah.
grow quite the tough skin to maybe
Yeah.
random comments online, but nothing is more heartbreaking than
Your peers.
a peer or another creator that you admire behaving in a way that frankly just has like blatant disregard for your feelings.
Well,
Or
and
even-
it's a surprise. I mean, okay, you talked about talking about this, and so we'll talk about it. The thing you DM'd me about a while ago. So there's times that I know with this award show where I know people do not want to be nominated. And so if I see a nomination come through for them and I know they're nominated, I will call them out of consideration and I will say, hey, even though you posted, don't nominate me, you got nominated. Do you want the nomination? Sometimes they'll be like, wait, yeah, I do. Sometimes they'll be like, absolutely not.
Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. She called me and said, hey, you got nominated for Fighting Game Streamer of the Year. And then it's like, you got a lot of nominations. Do you want it, though? And I thought about it. At one point, I didn't want it because I knew people were going to complain. But at the second point, I'm like, why should I have to dim myself for a couple of fucking
Slay, mommy.
people
Yeah.
out there? Like, if people nominated me, it's fan voted. It's fan nominated. So it felt like I was doing myself a disservice by saying no. So I said yes to that. And now,
And that's on character development.
thanks, Mom. But, like, I don't really want to win, so nominations are great, though.
I kind of want her to
I'm
win.
just happy that I got
and if
nominated.
she wins,
You know what I mean?
I'll be there to accept the award on her behalf.
Can you wear a wig?
Yes.
I'll give you my hitbox, too.
Cute.
Oh my god, if I wore a pink wig, that could be cute.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I wanted to go.
Anyways, by this episode coming out, we'll know. So
But I have a list of people from past shows or I've seen
Who
like
express
or my team saw that they didn't want to be
uncertainty.
nominated. And so I call them beforehand and I say, do you want this nomination? Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. If they say no, it just goes to the next person. And that's fine because some people don't want it.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
okay. But some people like, you know, and it's this weird thing every year of just learning. Like all I can do is learn and I only get one shot a year. That's the worst learning curve you've ever heard of. Imagine I go to voice lessons once a year.
and there's new lessons every year.
Yeah, every single year.
It grows every year.
And this is my first year that I've learned that and this is not where it started because I have absolutely no control of the narrative at all. Nope, none.
You know
It's
what?
out of my
I would
hands now.
disagree with you. I think you had some banger tweets in the beginning, and I think your voice ends up trumping all other voices because it's your motherfucking show. And I've spoken to you at length about Streamer Awards and some of the difficulties that you rightfully experience and some of the feelings you experience.
Yeah.
But as someone who's like ingrained in this space, a lot of the negative voices you hear in your head, bitch, I never hear that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. That's why everybody pulls through, and that's why so many people watch every year. That's my perspective.
I am going to change something pretty significant next year that hasn't been formally announced, and it will be formally announced later.
Question. Can I present an award next year?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It'll be the first week of December. So
Okay,
the first
this
weekend in
time
December.
I will.
Put it in your schedule.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to
And
present
stop
an award.
leaving me for 3 weeks. I need you in my life.
This award, those of you know that fighting games are. I just always want to do that shit. Okay.
Cute.
Sorry.
You'd be so good at that. Do you want to talk about the change?
So there's a balance with the show in making sure my goal at the end of the day is to highlight as many people that deserve to be highlighted as possible.
Yeah.
Right? Like the problem is there's only 4 nominees and there are thousands of people that deserve to be
You're
highlighted.
going to increase the nominees?
No.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is instead, we're going to keep fan voted nominations because I think it's very important to have fans involved.
Yes, I agree.
I will never change that.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people tell me to change that. I won't. I want fans
no,
a part
because
of
then
it.
people would accuse you of favoritism.
Yeah,
There's no
and
winning.
There's no winning. There's
you
know,
guys.
and
There's no
we
winning.
do have a panel, and I'm very vocal about that too. We have a panel that is 30% of the weighted final vote to help with any popularity.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
And it's almost never changed the outcome, but they're there. And they're also who I run runoff questions with. It's 100 industry experts. It's like pretty much someone from every corner of the internet I have represented. There's no streamers in the panel. A lot of people think that.
They think it's like
I don't even have a
friends,
vote on
dude.
the panel. I want to keep myself as non-biased as possible. But
It's just 100 me's on the panel.
it's all Pokimane. This next year, probably about 3 or 4 months out from the show, we're going to do an application process. So you have to apply with interest in order to get a nomination.
Oh.
So any other award show, the Grammy, the Oscars, literally any other award show, even like the best of state award shows, like the best of state caterer, the best of state burrito shop or whatever, you have to apply.
So do you mean people are going to apply for certain categories?
Yes.
And then fans can vote for certain people,
Well,
and then there will be nominations?
No.
What's the process?
So the process is, this is just behind the scenes. So no one will see who applies besides the panel, right? Essentially. And all it is to apply is, number one, submit a fucking clip. So then you can't complain when you get a nomination. You hate your clip. Submit a headshot so you can't complain when you get blah, blah, blah.
Fair.
Submit and say
She's cooking. She's
you
cooking.
actually want a nomination
Yes.
with intention to attend.
I like that a
Because
lot.
that's the other part
Yeah.
is I have a lot of people that are really excited
That
to be
don't
nominated but don't even care
attend.
enough to attend. And that really doesn't help the narrative of the show. Like, it doesn't. Like, this should be something where we're celebrating each other. And if you're really excited about the nomination but you don't even care to attend, or you're not even excited about the nomination, you don't care to attend, those are all detrimental to the purpose of highlighting people.
I swear I would have gone if I knew. It was
No, you're fine.
really
And
sorry.
and there's lots of people like you, Lily. No, there are. There's a lot of people that are really grateful and like, oh fuck, it doesn't work, and that's fine. If it doesn't work, it's fine. But if you're just like, this stupid thing, like, that's not.
Then
Then
it's
you
like, what's
probably
the
shouldn't have
point?
been nominated
Yeah.
for an award show, because it sounds like you didn't want to be nominated for an award
agree.
show. And so in order to prevent that, we're just doing an application process like any other award show. So I'm sure agents will fill it out on behalf of talent. Talent can fill it out on behalf of themselves.
I like that.
They just check the box and they'll choose which categories. Because, for example, maybe I don't even want to compete for the fighting game streamer, but I want to compete for the variety game streamer. So you choose your categories, and again, as long as you have your hours, you'll.
Going for the League of Legends next year for sure.
I'm not.
1,000% I'm going for it.
Cute.
And so that application process will just be all private, and then nominations will happen like normal, like they normally do.
And then you
people that
cross-reference
Yep,
it
and then
with-
we cross-reference and we make sure that people who actually
wanna
want to do it. Because genuinely, and I mean this, a lot of people that get highlighted and get nominated don't necessarily want it.
And that's fair.
And
What do you
that's
think
fair
are
that they
most
don't want
of
it,
the
but I
reasons
don't
that they
want
don't want
to
it?
force them.
What do people typically tell you?
I think, I mean, a lot of people don't.
Are they afraid of the backlash of people saying
you know
they
what?
don't
Sometimes
deserve it?
it's not even they don't want it; they're just indifferent to it, and it's like, okay, well then maybe someone that
Who
like,
would appreciate it
if-
more.
yeah,
wants
you know,
to drive
'cause
people to
the
vote.
Oscars, the Grammys, you don't win Best Album unless you say this is the best fucking album. Here it is. Check it out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like if you don't even believe in yourself, then it's an interesting idea. We're gonna see how it goes. Obviously, it's a new show. This is only 5 years in, right? We're learning every year, but I think it's something
You're
that we're really
5
excited.
years into the stream.
This is the
Awards?
4th show, so next year will be 5.
Okay. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that makes sense for.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, so it'll be
I
interesting.
like that idea.
Yeah, because
I also think it's good. Sorry to interrupt.
no, you're good.
I was just gonna say I think it's good for you to talk about it now. So if there are any suggestions that people have, you have a whole year to figure
Yeah.
out exactly how to do it.
And the only reason that you see these shifts is because I sit there and I say, this is a problem. So-and-so didn't want to get nominated in this category. Like they didn't want it. So what do I do? What do I do? How do I fix that? Because I can't call every nominee and say, who do you want it? Do you want it? You know, that's
Much
100
easier
something.
to cross-reference an application
Yeah.
that you already have.
Exactly. And so whenever stuff happens that I'm like, okay, how do I fix this? I look at the other award shows that have been doing this for years and I say, wait, duh.
Duh.
Like,
For me, though, I just
duh.
worry that it's going to feel very, very foreign to people. I feel like at least for the first year or two,
Yeah.
you might have to call some folks and be like, we know you didn't fill out an application, but
Yeah,
just to be
I
sure.
think there will
Yeah.
be situations like that for sure. Like if someone is the number one fan nominated person, I didn't see an application, they're gonna get a phone call. Like don't
Yeah,
act
yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
just gonna be like, yeah.
want to
crap,
preface
they
that
didn't-
because some people
Yeah.
some people might assume that.
I mean that's
And I
the other
think-
problem.
I think you try so hard to be fair and reasonable.
Yeah.
And then you might overlook literally the smallest thing as you're organizing an event with hundreds of attendees, hundreds of thousands of people watching, and you just get crucified for the smallest.
They're not very charitable to you.
No, they don't realize how much thought goes into every little thing. Like
But, like-
it's not simple.
To me, it's very clear that you're doing your best,
Yeah.
but some people believe what they want to believe, and that's all good. Live your life.
I'm also gonna
I don't think it's all
um,
good. I think they're kind of annoying sometimes.
I'm gonna take a bigger back seat next year.
Slay.
I don't want to be the face of
It's
it.
the streamer awards.
Yeah, it's don't stop blaming
hosted
QTCinderela.
and run by so many.
Blame the streamer
people.
awards. I don't care to be the. I never did it to be the face of it. That's not.
To
It's
be
not the
honest,
QTCinderela
though,
awards. It's the
you
streamer awards.
kind of deserve to be the face of it because you deserve all the credit.
Yeah, but I'm
from it.
tired.
I know,
I
but
get you.
still.
I'm tired. I don't care.
All right, make me the face. I'm ready.
Okay, Lily's the
comfy
face.
streamer awards. No boys allowed.
No boys allowed.
So funny. Female streamer awards.
No
Comfy
boys
female streamer
Come in
awards.
pajamas.
That sounds very fun.
Yeah.
Wait, you still need to do a pajama party
You know what my dream is?
event. Please.
My
tell me.
dream award show is actually doing like a Dundies or a Razzies where I just say like most fucking canceled, most bald, best breakup.
Wait, you should do a portion of the streamer awards like that.
I won't do it attached to that. I'd want it to be separate, like literally a drunk night. All of our friends get drunk, and I'm
so
like,
funny.
So
took the worst
So good.
sponsor, sold out the most, like just be really
Yes.
fucking mean.
Most times the mic has peaked.
Yeah.
Our worst gamer probably.
Fattest ass.
Most embarrassing public fight.
But
most,
yeah. Biggest online beef, and they both have to come up and accept award together.
Yeah.
And hold hands,
And
kiss
hold hands
hug. Hug and kiss. Hug and kiss. And make
Lily's
out.
like, in case I win, I
And
don't.
make out.
Oh, better start beefing.
Ugliest dog, like just something so funny.
The mixing.
Ugliest dog?
Yeah.
No.
Ugliest dog is great.
Smartest dog?
Smart.
Looks like a dog.
Dumbest dog. It's just Nobby every year. I love Nobby, but you're dumb as hell. My little
It
chicken.
reminds me of Nobby.
I'm Nobby's godmother.
I get what you mean, the face.
No, look, the way they act sometimes too is like very like empty.
Wait, who?
Binky.
No, you're not like
I
Nobby.
don't know.
You're not like Nobby. You can play a
Does
little.
he have life in his eyes still?
No, he doesn't.
No lie.
But Nobby's, I will say, my favorite dog in the space. Which
Pause
is
chant?
awkward.
Wait, what?
This one can hear. Myung said if she dies, I can have her.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think she meant that though?
Yes, she said I am Nobby's godmother.
That's really cute. You hang
Yeah.
out with Nabi a lot?
Yeah, me and whenever I show up to their house, whenever I show up to the party, Nobby,
Oh,
Nabi's
cute,
adorable.
bro. I
Nobby's
love
my
that.
go-to.
Don't listen to them, Temmie.
Temmie, you're okay.
You're the star in my life.
You're all right, Temmie. Yeah, Streamer Awards will be good. I will say, a lot of people don't know this. Every single year I ask Lily to perform. She says no.
Hey, I got such bad
Can you leak? Well, not leak. The event will have occurred. Who are the?
Will it?
You tweeted. Who
Okay.
are the musical performances?
Are you ready? Johnny Gilbert.
It's fun.
It's fucking slay. He's
Slay?
singing his song. I believe he's singing Vampire or Zombie, but we have a bunch of zombies coming through the audience.
I
and
like
it's,
Cute.
that.
I love
fucking-
that shit.
And we have Iron Mouse,
Aww.
and she's like taking over the LED screen. We have a bunch of K-pop dancers coming out.
Oh, cute.
It's fucking sick. And
Oh, I
then-
can't wait to see
I want
that.
to do that.
Okay,
Don't be a
can.
bitch.
As a VTuber, not myself. That's the whole reason I can't perform.
But
I've told Lily that I just need her to sit on the stage while I have a whole scene behind her of someone serving coffee at a cafe and they're on rollerblades and it's like this whole moment and then
It's
they
so
die.
cute.
but I don't want to show myself.
Yeah,
They
'cause
die
last
and
cup
then
of
it's
coffee,
starting.
and they like slowly get older. Like this was my vision for her performance. I already mapped it all out. I had a pitch deck and everything I was
You
going
need to
send her.
do this.
It was
Maybe
so
next year.
it was last cup of coffee. Essentially, Lily is at like a dining table, right, with the red checkered thing, and she's sitting there and she's just singing the song someday. And then in the background is like two teenagers getting coffee together,
That's
and
so
the server
sad.
comes in on a rollerblade and she gives the coffee, and they're like cute and flirting, and everything's on wheels, so it's like moving around. And then they go off stage, and then the older versions of them come in and coffee, and then they go off stage, and then it's old people, and it's like gorgeous and
I'm
beautiful. and
crying.
it was gonna be beautiful, but Lily always says no.
Listen, I can't do
No, it's chill.
live performances.
You lip sync. You can lip sync.
I can lip sync.
Most live performances, people lip sync.
But I also don't like how I look on camera.
You just have to sit there.
You're so beautiful.
I just can't. Like, your cameras are all HD and stuff. I looked at your live performances in the past, and I can't imagine the camera on my face like that, and I want to shrivel up and get nauseous, and I die.
I think she's really on that lighting camera shit. Drama.
Drama.
Listen,
You should. Kidding.
on after the performance at Streamer Awards.
I would do, if I were like, if I could VTube too, that would put a
We'll
lot
think
of load
about
off
it.
my
We'll think
shoulder.
about it. But
No, but it just wouldn't
What
hit
if
the
you
same.
hire someone that looks like me to lip sync, but like better?
what if Pokey does it?
In a wig?
Yeah.
Because I've seen myself in a Lily Pichu looking wig, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
we get a real one.
Down.
Okay, go on.
Final performer of the night. First performance on an award show ever. First live performance ever. Bella Porch.
Do it.
I kind of figured it was.
Yeah, it's
Bella.
gonna be crazy.
What's the what's the visual
Hers is
aspect
like
gonna be
very
like?
cutesy. It's very like pink and like field of flowers, and it's beautiful.
Cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be really pretty.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Is she not gonna sing "Build a Bitch"? That's my favorite.
No, she's singing
think she
her
sings
new
Sweet
stuff.
Delusion.
Yeah, Sweet
That's what
Delusion.
Sweet
Yeah.
Delusion.
That one's really good too. I
It's
like it.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun night, I think. And then I still don't have a co-host because I can't make up my goddamn mind.
You're gonna figure it out.
I just can't make up my mind. Can't make up my mind.
Who from between who?
I can't say.
I think the issue she has also is like she doesn't want to repeat co-hosts and she doesn't want to have a co-host that's nominated. And I think a lot of the people that she'd want as a co-host are nominated.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's why. All right.
But she's gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out, and it's gonna be great. And it's gonna be a lovely night. And you guys will have watched it. In worst case, something caught on fire. But
That would make it better.
the after party's gonna be dope too.
Fuck.
What's the after party gonna be like this year?
It's gonna be awesome. We're doing shuttles over to it. And it's gonna be on a rooftop downtown, and it's gonna be pretty, and there's gonna be good food, and it's
I like that.
awesome. So
I like all the above.
you know what? It's all good. The biggest drama, this is the drama, is since I did do a smaller venue this year, there's seating on the floor, there's seating up top. And I'm gonna have to put some streamers up top, and they're gonna be all bitchy about it. And I'm gonna be like, sorry,
Wait, why?
Such is life.
because they feel othered when you throw them up top.
But really, we're just tight on space. Sorry.
But really, it's just a budget reason. I went to a smaller venue, but next year I'll go back to the big venue, and everyone can sit with everyone.
Yay!
But
I want to see Michael.
but I still have dinner. I still am serving
Michael
dinner up there and
co-hosting would
everything.
be so funny.
Yeah, is
bro.
Michael going to Japan?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh.
No, he's not going till the 8th or 9th.
Oh, okay. He can be my co-host this
Yeah,
year. You
ask
want to
him.
ask him?
That'd be really funny. I would kill
That'd
to see
be
that.
so funny.
No, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Fine. Maybe next year.
There is an impressive amount of people online wanting to know more about your involvement with FaZe.
Oh yeah.
How did this come to be? Do you feel like the FaZe mommy?
FaZe mommy.
That's what they call you on the streets, FaZe mommy.
Doesn't seem like your face is.
Those are my baby boys. I'm just kidding. No, I can't say. I don't know. I mean, it started ironically because I think it's so funny.
Everything starts.
Do you have
Yeah.
a FaZe chain?
Crocs. I do. I have
Real
a
and true?
custom-made FaZe
How
chain
much did it cost?
Phase
from
up.
Banks. It's literally in my backpack. I'm not wearing it because I was showering and I ripped it off and I put it in here so I could put it back on. It's Banks made it and designed it, and he even called Lud and he was like, "Do you think she'd like pink diamonds?" Very cute. Isn't that
Oh,
cute?
it's pink?
Yeah, there's
That's
pink.
actually really
It's my little
sweet.
FaZe chain.
sweet.
It's very sweet. I mean, it all started. I mean, I liked making fun of FaZe, as we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like phasing up every once in a while when I'm
Phase
feeling
up.
goofy. Here's the deal. I think I have always been a bit of an avatar of Twitch. I see, I see all the communities, and I'm down to do anything with any community as long as you're
And
not like.
oftentimes you bring them together.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the
Beautiful
point.
thing.
Is if there's no bridge, then there's no bridge, and I would rather
that sucks.
help with that than. That's the whole point of the award show. Surprise alert! Is
Isn't
just to
that
bring people
crazy?
together. And the award show is so much more than an award show. It leads to so many collabs that wouldn't have happened. It leads to so many stories. It leads to so many vlogs, so many moments. So many, like it's so much more than some golden frogs. Like it really is. Jason has he's a lot of small streamers are on my radar years in advance. I've got a list right now that
Especially because of the award show.
Yeah. So
and
I
how
always
you
have my
highlight
eyes on
all
everyone.
different sizes. Mhm.
There's 4 nominees for Hidden Gem, but let me tell you, I know 400. And I just watch them and I check on them, and it's the same. And Jason
You're
is
like
someone
the overlord of streamers.
I do. I spend so much time just watching because I want to make it good. I want everyone to be included. And so I've known Jason forever. It feels like. And so 2 years ago I invited to Streamer Awards. As he was a relatively small streamer, but I sent him an invite because it's not only nominees I get invited. I like to, like I said, different communities. So he got invited, and then fast forward a year, I had him present last year, and then he came to LA with FaZe. And then that's when him and I just started collabing more because it was like, oh, great, he's in person. And we started doing that because it's kind of a funny dynamic. We think it's like Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg type thing where it's just like, what is going on?
I love it.
And we do that. And then I was going to the house a little more and then getting to know the other boys. And then Lud did streamer games, which they needed a girl on the FaZe team. And so they put me on the FaZe team, which is fine. And, we did okay. And then I don't know. All those boys, they're learning. They're so young.
Yeah.
They're so young, and I'm watching them make mistakes, and I'm watching them learn. Yeah.
And how well intentioned they are, to be honest.
Yep, they really do. They really do have good intentions. There's still some like tweaks and stuff where I'm like, ooh, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't
And
do
they'll be
that.
like, yes, phase mommy.
Yeah, but they, then they won't even listen, and they'll learn on their own, and that's fine. But they all try. They're all very sweet. I think people don't give them credit because they're like the cool kids, but they're incredibly sweet and kind, and like they're the first people that filled out their RCPs for Streamer Awards. They're the first. They're very supportive and excited.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I care about that whole house. I care about all those boys. Watching them do the subathon was very impressive. I made them all pajamas and took them over goodie bags, and yeah, they've just been.
That is phase mom behavior.
I'm just very proud of them.
You really
so.
are phase
Wait, you have the chain?
Yeah, I have the chain.
Show
and
us
then
the chain,
Banks.
girl.
It's always been a joke
I've
that
never seen
She's
it.
reaching inside
I
her
get a
black,
chain. One second.
Mickey
It's-
Mouse themed Disney bag by
What?
Loungefly.
Mini backpack.
Are you talking shit?
No, I like to narrate for the audio only listeners.
The problem is my backpack is so.
She's jangling stuff in the backpack. She
She's
brought
taking
out a tripod,
miscellaneous
There's a
things.
pad,
a USB-C
A pad.
cable, a pad, a charger,
a bra.
More pad.
a bra, another pad,
Wires too.
a piece of paper,
Coffin.
and a coffin,
The coffin lid. A Polaroid.
a Polaroid,
There's a razor. It looks like a vibrator. It's
a
a razor.
razor,
I was gonna
a razor, not a vibrator,
Friendship bracelets.
friendship bracelets,
Lipstick.
a lipstick.
What's
Looks like Charlotte Tilbury.
What's
Okay.
the bag?
Cam link. You never know when you need
Wait
a cam
all
link.
day. What's in her bag? She's taking it out. It's the face bank shiny chain.
Ooh, that's
It's
good.
not in here.
A packet of cash.
Pasties.
Pasty.
You never know when you need a pasty, especially 20 of them.
Factual.
Okay, I lied. I might have put it in my other black bag.
She brings out a
This is from
Oh my
Jason, the
God.
Van Queef.
Van. Is it fake?
Yeah, that one's fake.
Oh,
It's fr-
This would be
it's
so
the Van
cute.
Queef.
it's so pretty. I would wear the fuck out of this.
You
What
can
the
have
heck?
it.
No, what?
Just have it.
Timu Van Cleef.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Let's go.
Jason will be really excited that you have one.
Do you want me to put it on?
Yeah, put it on.
You know what? Bad news. It's in my other backpack that looks exactly like this one.
Wow.
two
But
of the same
hey,
one. Dang
I
it.
got a shiny new.
We'll put in a photo.
Oh yeah, there's a picture on Twitter.
Wait,
Dang
so
it. I usually wear it every day
I'm
because
gonna
I think
wear
it's so cute, so thoughtful.
Yay!
But yeah, they're just. I think I'm. I'll never. For the record, I am not on Phase. I'm not signed with Phase.
Would you ever be?
Wink.
I don't
For the
think
right
so.
amount?
No, I don't
Wink.
think so.
Because you used to be on TSM, right?
I used to be on Gen G, and then I used to be
Gen
on
G, that's
TSM. I used to be
American.
on Misfits. I've been on every org.
Misfits.
Why not phase?
I guess we're all a bit of a misfit, aren't we?
I mean, yeah, I'll do anything for money. Sure, why not?
Exactly.
I'd be on Phase for money.
Banks, you listening?
I would join.
Emphasis on
But
the
I don't think I. It was funny because there's like the joke, and we posted the chain, and there were people being, oh, women can't be on Phase. Like,
Oh wait, unironically?
unironically, and I was like, that's so funny. It's so funny.
It's kind of giving Mormonism.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, and we circle back
We really
Yeah.
do.
to Mormonism.
In life, it's all we do.
But I am
History
slightly
repeat
nervous.
itself.
I hate the way that people, because whoever you hang out with is who they lump you with. So I've been accused of like being on OTV or being on OTK. Or,
Accused, like it's like an allegation. Are you on offline TV?
even people in our friend group, it's like people like kinda
OTV
lump-
and friends.
Yeah, everyone lumps it together. It's like it's whatever now.
The only thing I get really nervous about is like with Streamer Awards, if FaZe wins anything, I'm like, oh boy, they're gonna.
But
they did that, if they've done it with what OTK won, they were like, of course she chose her friends. When OTV won, they're like, of course she chose her friends.
I'm gonna be so
Like,
honest.
okay.
No one with a brain thinks that.
Well,
It's
there's
quite literally
lot of people with no brains.
nominated and fan voted show.
you can say that all day, but it's like it just doesn't. People
No, but
don't
it's just
care.
like reading comprehension.
No, it's just I don't think they want to care. It's more fun to hate and complain. You know
I
what
will.
mean?
That's something I've learned too. Is I think
Should I start
think
doing that more?
I think the world needs someone to hate, and I'd rather them hate me than be racist. So
They can do both. Unfortunately.
no, you just choose.
and
actually.
oftentimes they do.
That bar is
Really?
scratching the floor.
Crap. Well,
Anyway, don't be racist.
And don't hate QTCinderela.
you can hate me. If you have nothing better to do, I'd rather you have a hobby.
Honestly, Hating is a lot of energy.
Why hate when you could masturbate? That's what I always say.
That would do well
say
on a
that.
t-shirt too.
No one's walking around in public with that t-shirt.
Many people
You
would.
think?
Yeah,
I think people would.
I think people would.
I want a t-shirt that says, should we kiss?
I love
Should we
kiss?
kiss?
Should we kiss?
So cheeky. We have to think of a good graphic or something for it.
No, I want a plain black t-shirt. I want italicized Arial font or something super cheesy like this. Times New Roman, Helvet. I don't fucking know. It says, should we kiss in bold white letter? It looked like it was just been shittily copy pasted on. I want that shirt.
Cute.
She's cooking.
She is.
Sometimes the poopier and memeier the merches,
The better.
like Michael's fucking ultrasound shirt.
His Zimbabwe
It's
ultrasound.
of his ultrasound?
So he paid the rights to this random ultrasound picture, put it on a black t-shirt, put the katakana for Zimbabwe underneath it, and that's his merch.
And she
And it did
wears
so
it
well.
sometimes.
Man, what
and
a
it's
beautiful
kind
mind.
of funny because like it's like the ultrasound on her stomach.
Yeah, so people, when I wear it, they're like, oh, Lily, when's the baby? And I'm like, your mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
I also think a merch, like, it'd be really fun if, like, I don't know, like a really attractive female friend, like, does a photo shoot and, like, puts it in a big block picture on a black t-shirt. And then she's,
so?
I don't know, I think it'd be really cute.
It might be cute.
I think it would sell.
Maybe
But
she,
I feel like she might feel a little egotistical selling it,
but
so
it's
she
like
might
a-
not feel
it's a-
comfortable
it's a good
doing
t-shirt,
that.
though.
Koki's been talking about this. I will sell that t-shirt. I will sell it. Let me
Okay,
sell
I've
it.
already decided
audio
not
only
to.
listeners,
Let
I'm
me
wearing
sell
that
it.
t-shirt.
Unless
Dude, look at, this is a nice t-shirt.
I will sell
I
it.
didn't like how big it was or how blocky it
I
was.
like the blockiness, though.
But I'm also like,
I do hate blockiness. Like I hate when it's like you can like
Square.
see that it was printed.
Right?
I understand
and here's
that.
the
with
thing,
it.
But there's
it's
gotta be a way to fix that.
incredibly high quality, so it's extra blocky.
But
Weird.
it gives
It's like literally a poster.
it
It's
gives
so
off, like,
thickly printed.
I'm in fucking Shinjuku in Japan at 2 p.m. on an afternoon. It's rainy. I go down a random alleyway of all these streetwear clothing
Yeah, okay.
stores.
I'm not gonna lie, you look good in it.
I go to
with
one
those
store
jeans.
and they have this shirt. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Okay.
This was one of the merch samples I had, and I brought it over to Lily's, and I was like, "Do you ironically want this? I think it would be so funny for
Can I
you to
make
wear a
one
shirt
too?
with me on it."
I want
Lily doing the same
I want
pose.
the same pose, but it's like
And
more,
I wear it.
and more scuffed.
I want it in pink.
No, black. No,
You have to have the same one.
we have the same black t-shirt.
Okay, sure, we
Just to
can do
recreate
it
it.
like that.
Nice.
And because Jamie made it, she could actually make one.
Oh,
you
that's
on it. Hell
hype.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I recall you also being on stream and like trying to get people's feedback on merch of like you and Maya, and you're like, "Would you guys buy something if we're on it?" And it's exactly that sentiment.
I mean, we're doing it. I got our. You wanna see
Yes,
Alexi's? Our merch has our
Girl,
faces
that's my
on it.
boob.
I know.
Oh, cute. Okay, they're going crazy.
Firm.
Oh my god.
It's the bra. Oh,
Well done steak.
Did
did you just call my titty a
What?
well done steak?
Like the texture of it.
Are you okay over
Girl,
there?
it's a bra.
Oh, that's the bra.
You think I'm just bare titties under this sweater?
You could be.
No, I would at least wear pasties.
That'd be nice for us as a family.
I would, you know what, we can't include this, but just between us girls, I would like.
One of us to squeeze your boobs. What? I knew she was gonna say
My
that.
time has come.
You go so crazy when I say should we kiss, and all of a sudden,
She likes squeezing boobs.
Kissing is too much.
and
Kissing
squeezing
and
boobs isn't.
oh, that's so cute.
This has got our
It's
little
not
faces.
this one.
What?
Your faces are so little.
I know,
Wait,
but we're
I
on it.
love this. Can I
Really
have one?
good.
Yeah.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
I want one.
Is it gonna be like the cream color too?
Yeah.
I fucking love cream color too.
And
I
then
really like
And
it.
then this is our other one.
I think there was another one where you guys were bigger.
like that too.
Should we make merch?
Yeah, but I'll be looking.
Yeah, we're gonna make merch.
Oh, it reminds me of like
Cute.
band shirts almost.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
we're
I
going
really
for.
like
That's
it.
a very good
It's a
angle.
good shirt. It's like even if
Oh wait, I know
looks
which one
so
you're
good.
talking of.
even if
Yes.
I
I
didn't
know
know,
now.
who they
You know which
were,
one.
it's a cool like vintage looking.
That's the best.
I
kind of
want that, and
merch.
that's the vibe your T-shirt gives me too.
No, it's literally my big ass head.
Why don't you like?
and me
why don't you
crouched.
put an emoji in front of your face
That's
if you're
funny.
that like?
That's funny.
Yeah, this one we're gonna do later, but this is just our freaking whole ass faces. 1 second, I'm pulling it up.
You were intentionally rubbing up on me.
Yeah,
I am not. Like, I can't believe you would accuse me of that. Like, cringe.
She just got so mad at you. Do you want to hear a wholesome Lily story?
Funny, I love you.
One time
Yes,
it was
is
the
it?
middle of the night and I was writing a song and I was really stuck on the chorus and I couldn't figure it out.
I remember this.
So
You told me.
I called Lily at 1 a.m. and I said, Lily, I can't figure out this chorus. I can't do it. And she goes, okay, give me 10 minutes. And then she, within 10 minutes, sends me like it to piano. Like she like figured it out. And I was like, I had two different ideas for the chorus and she just combined them. I was like, oh.
There were good ideas. Also,
Give
there were
yourself
nice
credit,
lyrics too.
They
Yeah.
were good ideas, and you helped bring them together because you are talented, beautiful,
Yeah, you're
kind,
very
I hate you.
generous, sweet,
hate you.
and humble. And you
Shut
love
up.
so much.
It's doing that thing where it won't load.
Well, make it load.
Load.
Yeah, sit. Kill it.
I wish our phones listened to us like that.
Oh, it listens.
They listen to us, but just not like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I whisper stuff in Michael's phone.
Like what?
Oh my god. How to know you have the best girlfriend ever. Gift ideas for your girlfriend. Date ideas
Engagement
for your
rings,
girlfriend.
engagement rings.
League of Legends. League of Legends.
Flowers, flowers,
How to
flowers,
like?
flowers,
I don't like
flowers.
flowers that much. How to like League of Legends? I like flowers, but then like they die, and that makes me
No, you
sad.
just dry 'em out.
booty.
So give me like fake flowers or like you know those like crochet
Minecraft flowers. I like those.
Those are
I got a
nice.
lot of those at TwitchCon. People gave them to me.
Yeah.
Those are pretty. I keep those. But then real flowers are. Oh, he loves the butt scratches.
He loved it. Oh my goodness. You know, Binky's growing on me.
He's not
The other one's growing on me.
Little Binky. He just wants love in his like own scared little
He's
way.
actually so funny.
Oh, here it is.
Isn't that all of us?
Aww.
Oh.
Hey. Yeah, she was like, "Is it too much to be on the shirt?" And I was like, "That's how I feel."
Honestly,
I mean, for two people, I think it's fine.
it just the design is good enough. Where if I found it in like
Yeah.
again a vintage
It
t-shirt,
looks
yeah,
groovy.
I wouldn't
I
really
like
question
it.
it.
I like it. I like it.
As long as the design's good.
We're groovy.
Anyway, episode
Anyway,
was that 14?
wait. Let's end on
can't leave now.
first impressions. Oh, that's so cute, actually. First impressions and any background lore. Like, I remember Cutie used to always meme me being your best friend. Like, that was your Twitter bio once.
I thought it was funny.
And now that this year we've actually grown close,
So cringe.
all of a sudden,
Now the joke's ruined.
literally,
Pokey just ruining my jokes by becoming my friend.
And hugging her and kissing her all the time.
Wait, what do you want? You want my lore?
First impressions of either of us or ours of you? I don't remember my first impression of anyone ever, to be honest.
I don't remember meeting Lily for the first time. Do you remember meeting me?
When did I feel like I've known you for many years since like the olden League of Legends days. But like our first,
How?
I just knew of you. You were a League.
Weird.
What's your
I
peak
had
rank
20
in League?
viewers. Well, some might say gold.
What do you mean some might?
What do you mean?
Well, I was silver 100 LP in my last rank up game, and then I'm in my last one. If I would have won it, I would have been gold
No,
4.
what's your peak though?
Season is ending.
But what's your peak throughout
That's
13 years?
She's getting there.
Well, and then in my last game, it's past midnight, so you can't start a new game. Season's over. I'm in my last game, 2 people AFK and leave, and so I lose it. But does that count? Because I would have won, and then I would have been gold 4, you know?
like I'm sorry. Is this like throughout the time you've been playing League?
And is that 13 years?
Yeah. Like, what's your highest rank you've ever been in League of Legends?
I guess I'm
Throughout
like
the
confused
decade plus
how
3
some
years.
would say gold is confusing, I suppose.
Well, did you see the gold rank on your
Well, like, I
profile?
always see it.
Wait, I
Where? Do you see it?
fuck.
What's the question?
Sorry, what is your highest ELO rank you have ever gotten in the history of League of
Yeah,
Legends?
so
Let
some
me
would say
tell
gold.
you. Let me tell you.
Oh, she's saying it's gold.
No. The answer is silver 100 LP. Last.
there's no-
Well, I'm not done. Last game 2 gold, but you get to AFK, so you don't get to win.
Yeah, so it might as well
That's
be
the
gold.
peak rank.
Yes,
And
I've been playing for
and
nearly 13 years.
Wait, she's never been.
Some might call that gold.
I thought you were like diamond or something. That's why I'm confused.
Well, it's if you watch my gameplay, that makes sense why you would think that. It's just like, it's more of like a thing. I love playing with my friends and they really hold me back.
You refuse to play with us because you believe in solo duo queuing only.
Literally, we just asked her.
Just asked her to play.
And she's like, solo duo only.
She's like Lud.
What does that even
Oh, I'm
mean?
not like Lud.
no,
He is like me. I would like to make that
That-
very clear.
That both of you just want a solo duo all the time.
He stole that from me.
Why don't you duo together?
Because fuck that. He's bad.
He's pretty bad. Dude, I played with him once. Shit was wild.
What does he play? Oh, he plays a moo.
No, he plays a moo and
fiddlesticks.
fiddlesticks. So I think he just wants like a clip. He wants
to go in, get the kills,
get the 5 kill. But sometimes
Yeah.
he hesitates too much. He won't follow up, and I just noticed this a lot. And he's like, and then he'll talk to us like, "Shit, Chad, why'd you do that?" You know, like that kind of shit. I'm like, "Oh, this is really funny. I hope he watches this. You're bad, and you need to get better."
I will say
I'm joking.
He has gotten better, but it is. Listen, we love our boyfriends, but it is an ick to be playing with him and then he kills someone and he's like, "Yeah, you like that?" And I was like, "Oh,
I just
it was
puked
crazy.
a little in my mouth.
He did that the other day and I said, "We can't play together anymore."
Damn, at least he plays League. I've been trying to convince Michael to play League again.
It's
he
not
played
good
one
for your
game for our
relationship.
birthday.
Really?
And I even gave him mid
He
lane.
didn't like it.
And I'm like, "Hey, Michael, isn't this so fun?"
He
He's
had a
like,
bad time.
"This game is ass." Like every time I ask him, and he's like, "Let's play Fortnite now." And I play Fortnite with him after. He said the ratio is 3 Fortnite games to 1 League game.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's unfair.
I know.
You've got to you got to go to a
To be
lawyer.
fair, Fortnite games can
You need an
oftentimes be
advocate.
shorter. So.
He's so good at Fortnite.
Time-wise.
He's genuinely like diamond something in Fortnite. There's rank.
Right. I didn't know that.
He wants to be champion in Fortnite by next year.
The sad thing is Ludwig has passed me in rank. Yeah.
Ludwig hit gold?
No, but I'm in bronze and he's in silver.
Oh, you mean right now? Right now, but not
In
peak.
duos.
Yeah, let's duo. We can take turns.
Okay.
Why don't we just trio?
Because it's for pussies.
No, it's not, cutie. It's like having fun with friends.
One trio game, and if we lose, you never have to do it ever again.
I made that deal with Yvonne and Myung too.
And did you do it?
Yeah, and I was like, "This is boring."
And did you lose?
No, we won.
You don't like having fun with friends
winning?
playing League of
I
Legends?
want
You don't
my
like winning?
invisible points, and I want them in my one category.
Cutie, it's been like 13 years. You're not getting many points anyway, so you might as well
I
temper
might
yourself.
though. Any of these years, I'm gonna be in plat.
Oh wait, can you not trio
What's
for
crazy?
your
I
rank?
don't
No.
change. I don't change my lane. I don't
Okay,
change my
well,
champ. But one of these
duo.
years,
We'll duo.
yeah.
Or flex with friends that you like. It'd be really fun.
I kind of want to get you to gold. We're gonna get you to gold,
get you to
QTCinderela.
I don't know if you can. You know how many people have promised me that?
Who?
I played 2 games with Golden Glue the other day, and he was like, "Woof."
that's tough.
That's tough.
So I was like, "Do you got any tips?" And he was like, "I don't know."
Just be better, I guess.
He was like, "No,
We're
it's
tired.
Flex Q's so fun with friends.
no,
It's something.
boring."
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd agree with her.
Yeah,
I like regular ranked.
yeah.
Hey,
Flex
fun.
Q, I'm like, yeah, doesn't
I think
fully count.
Rank is fun. I think gambling is
Sure,
fun,
rank is fun, but I also just like
and I
having
think
fun
kids
with
should
friends.
do it.
Hot take.
Gambling.
like
I think children should gamble. I think we need to open children
The
only
sooner the better.
casinos.
You know,
Yeah.
we'll take turns duoing with her. That could be fun. And then we could duo with each other. We can keep like swapping.
We could do a lot of stuff together.
Anyway, for my lore, Cutie comes from I'm a Cutie Pie. That's where I stole it from. Yeah.
A League of Legends streamer.
I was a big
An
I'm a
OG.
Cutie Pie fan.
Really?
Yeah, I was a fangirl.
Did you ever meet him and let him know?
We met one time on Rust, and it was the most starstruck I've ever been.
Cute.
And we have never met in person.
He's a very chill guy.
He's the chillest.
I don't know what I would say to him.
Like, hey,
Probably nothing.
I named myself after you.
He definitely knows at this point. But yeah, I'm a Cutie Pie. If I ever meet him, I will say nothing to him.
All right, let's wrap it up with slice of life / savory advice.
Ooh.
Scroll it down.
Ooh.
I've always struggled with consistency and self-discipline. Do things to help myself, like watch motivational videos, watch productive vlogs, write on my journal, cook up my daily routine. Weeks straight, I do my routines proficiently. I don't miss a day, but once my motivation dies out, I cut back to my lazy phase. I know that inconsistency can be normal, but it makes me struggle sometimes. What do you do to exercise your self-discipline? You gotta stop being dependent on motivation as an impetus to do certain things. You need to be discipline and actually work on self-discipline more rather than overly relying on motivation,
On whether you
that is
feel like doing
inconsistent
something.
as heck. And that is just something that, you know what, honestly, I still struggle with. So back to you, Pokemon.
I think one of the best ways to become more disciplined is to create a routine that includes whatever thing you're trying to get done. Make it easy for yourself. If you want to read, 1, pick a book that you actually enjoy, and 2, leave it by your nightstand, and 3, create a specific designated time in the day that you're going to do this thing, whether it's first thing in the morning, last thing at night, or maybe after, specifically after brushing my teeth, I will read for 15 minutes. Whatever it is, make it as specific and as easy for you to do as possible. That's what's helped me
Little bits at a time.
incorporate habits that I want to do.
Every day I practice
Cutie,
my
how do you stay?
Russian accent, and I hope that by the end of...
I think you should practice it.
You gotta
more.
keep practicing.
Yeah.
Yikes forever. You don't think that my Russian accent...
No,
it's okay,
getting
sweetie.
it's getting there.
It's getting worse, I think. What do you do to stay disciplined and or motivated? Because girl, you be doing a lot, like kind of the most.
I
might say.
am not disciplined. I think I'm just addicted to work.
That's what I was gonna say for myself
Yeah,
too. Just
I'm
be a
not disciplined.
workaholic.
Just
no.
find an addiction and follow it.
You know what's crazy?
That's my advice.
I feel like some people, just the way we were raised or how we came out or whatever, some people are just more workaholics than others. That's why I love taxes and the spreading of wealth. Because honestly,
Jesus.
I'm going to be working my ass off either way. So the money might as well go to other people.
I love taxes.
I can't help it.
And the
if
spreading
someone
of
just
wealth.
happened to be raised or grow up in a way where maybe they're interested in other things and not being a workaholic, I respect that and I love that for them. And I don't think they should be in a society where they're forced
I like
forced
napping.
to be in
and
a way that they don't want to
sometimes
be.
I like drawing little funky little pictures. Sometimes I like playing funky little keys on my funky little piano. And I like and napping and Bellatro.
And I want to fund that lifestyle, sweetie.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, dude! I got the best of them.
Yay.
You want in on this?
No.
She doesn't
Super busy.
need.
So
She's successful, rich, famous, and so is her partner.
no. Compared to your partner, Lily, they aren't that. Pokey just said that my partner is successful, rich, and famous.
What?
But not Lily's. That's why Pokey needs to step
not
in.
Michael.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
That's why
guys.
Pokey's gotta step
He's
in.
gonna come out with a video by the end of this year.
No way.
Yes.
I
Say
mean,
it
he's
ain't so.
definitely that too.
Say it ain't
Definitely.
so.
He's actually been working
The end of this
so
year,
hard.
like 2024?
Yes.
Wait, so 2 videos in a year?
That's what I mean.
2
yes.
videos
Wait,
in
that's
a
exciting.
year.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, QTCinderela, for coming on our podcast. We love you so much. We stand you forever, queen. Please tell us literally anything you want to say.
What's your Juno position of this episode? Have you ever tried that one?
What's a Juno position? Is that like astrology? I don't know. What's Juno? But Juno?
I don't know either.
You
I
guys
thought
gotta.
you knew.
You guys are really behind.
What's a
Juno from Omega Strikers. Juno from Overwatch.
What
Juno.
the heck is wrong with you guys? Sabrina Carpenter every concert sings Juno, and she does a new position. And she says, "Have you ever tried this one?"
Oh, is that where she was doing the deep throat
Yes.
thingy with the ponytail? And
Yes.
people were complaining, my children can't look at this.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sabrina Carpenter's hot.
Um.
Okay, bye.
Bye.